Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, of course, starting it right after, which is a funny story because this is a inside story between me and Ace. His favorite Bleach song of all time, number one. Ace, would you like to talk about how much you love that song?
Man, you know what?
Oh, you changed your mind after all these years? There's no way. There's no way.
No, when I first heard that song, it's not that it's a bad song to me. It just but so many people they love that song. So I thought it was funny Easter egg or a little funny my joke when I looked at the trailer.
I'm glad they led it with the trailer because that's like the best way to do it. Yeah.
And when I seen Joe,
You're cutting in and out, by the way. Ace.
I was gonna say, is he cutting in and out for anybody else?
Yeah, he's cutting in.
Yeah.
Of course, this would happen.
Of course.
If anything, it probably might be easier to see if you turn the camera off. It might take off some load on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how that works out. Everybody saw your defined arms. We're good.
Yeah. Hey, Ace is shredded.
Anyway.
We all know this. Yeah.
His muscles are breaking through time space, bro. It's crazy.
Yep.
Got them vegan gains.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, it sounds.
What about now?
Yeah, you sound good now. Yeah.
Now you're better. Yeah.
We'll have to test run it throughout the stream to see if it continues. But right now, you sound good. But anyway, listen, everybody here in chat, we are here. King of Lateness, which is what the L stands for, as usual. Running a little late, but this is to be expected of him. He'll be on soon. For everybody else, though, we are now live with James Hansen.
Yo.
Tekking.
Hey.
Zoro Fanboy.
What's good?
The Elite Ace.
Just pops in really quick.
Of course.
Come in. You already know what it is. Yes.
There it is.
Action, yeah.
And of course, one of my very good friends, Dave. You guys wouldn't know him, but he's also a very, very big Bleach guy, and he's kind of like the local residential Bleach expert. And he's in here too.
Hello, hello.
That was a long title. That's your whole title.
Yes. And to everyone,
Hello, motherfucker.
we we are in, boys. Listen, this has been a long time coming. I've been wanting to have Tekking on the J Room for a long, long time, which is funny because
Nice to be here. I'm finally here. I think I might have been on one of these a long time ago, but
I think this might actually be your first.
It might be. Yeah, because my memories are sort of foggy. But yeah, this might be the first one.
I think this is the second time me and you've been into a stream together at the same time.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a J Room. Actually, no.
I definitely remember. I definitely remember talking to you before. Yeah.
This might actually be the second time because the first time, we're gonna bring up a flashback here from one of the things that is semi-voice entry from the community. But I don't remember if it was a J Room or someone else's stream. But this is when the Jim's Nerd Nation thing went down.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
So,
that shit was going down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we were in the stream together. Damn.
I remember that. Yeah.
Someone in chat, bottom feeders.
I still got those pictures.
You still got those pictures?
I still got the James Hansen. I moved like last year, and I was going through some random drawer, and I picked up these random pictures of Nami, and I'm like, oh
dude,
my God.
Same shit with me. When I was moving, I found them, and I just like chucked them in the trash. I'm like, all right.
I kept onto it for like just for history, It's
right. Yeah, but I found them, and I was just like, yeah.
I got them somewhere in some box.
We were actually talking about that pre-stream because somebody brought up the anime community war arc. We were talking about how the community itself would just go through so many different wars, depending on like who you were friends with or what series you were doing on your channel. And I'm just sad that God made me a Naruto fan because if he made me a One Piece fan, maybe I might have a little bit more than 25,000 subs. That's neither here nor there.
I mean, there's Boruto. I don't read it, but it exists. It certainly exists.
No, listen, the manga is a lot better than the anime, but
that's what I've been hearing. Yeah.
But it's nothing to write home about. It's not Naruto.
It's just average generic ninja manga. It's just like
it's Boruto's dad.
Right.
It doesn't get views though.
No, it doesn't get views.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But so King Lanny's gonna be late. We know this. So let's talk about real quick in terms of Bleach, right? So we can get all of our opinions out there because our opinions might have changed over the years in terms of how we view Bleach. How did you guys feel about the ending of the manga?
Who wants to go first on this one?
Shit, here we go.
The Kings go first. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody's looking at James.
Wait, look at me. Oh, okay. Because let me guess, I'm the fanboy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, listen.
Right, cool.
I got your back, James. I got your back.
Oh, cheers, King, bro. Cheers. So, I generally think it's a shame because obviously we knew about the health conditions and whatnot. So for someone who was under those poor health conditions, it was decent. Because if you were going to bring it back, you could add context to it. But if we didn't have that context, it was bad. It was rushed. Considering we had 5 weeks or 7 weeks of hiatus purely for Kubo to draw or research for that fight in particular, it was very lackluster. So there was clearly a lot more to go there, and it wasn't presented to us. So I understand why people would say it was bad.
I definitely had... Oh, go ahead.
That's understandable, but the real question is, how do you feel about Ichigo's haircut?
Ooh.
It's all right, man. It's got the fade. Sick.
Bro.
It's all right. I don't know, like
characters with the short cuts, man.
It's the standard anime character grows up, becomes a dad, and gets a short haircut.
I've gotten used to it. At first, I was like, it's better than Naruto's. Yeah, because you don't see his fat forehead, but you know.
When Ichigo was rocking it in the latest chapter, in like the 75-page chapter, I loved it. I was like, man, that's he's got some style with that. I like that hair. Yeah.
Greets like it, yeah.
I would definitely. It definitely looks better than Naruto.
I definitely had the impression it was rushed. I remember reading that chapter of like we only have like 5-6 weeks left, and I was like just floored by that. Like, what? I wasn't so much aware of the health issues at the time. I found out about that after the fact. But really, I was under the impression the first few years that like interest in Bleach had definitely dropped significantly at that point, and it's just like I didn't think the anime was going to come back. But then, you know, it's already been 2 years now since we got the announcement that it is coming back. I'm like, wow, well, there's a lot more opportunity. And obviously Kubo is involved quite a bit in this project. And I'm like, we're going to get a lot of stuff, I think, from the light novels, a lot of stuff that he wanted to add in. So I think we'll have a very fateful, like his true vision will be in this anime adaptation. So I'm looking forward to that.
I remember that time as well. I was like in pure copium. That's why I did like the cancel Shonen Jump video type shit, because I was just in so much denial that this was like going on and how it was being presented. I couldn't fathom the fact to say it was bad because it just didn't seem right to me, and something seemed a bit amiss, and the lack of context was really infuriating. But I didn't want to like blame Kubo for it because like I'd seen better. So it was like this isn't.
It seemed very off. Where at like, and I can tell you exactly where it was. It was chapter 679 to chapter 680. It feels like the gas pedal just got hit, and it's just like this seems off. Like this, there's something else going on here. Yeah,
like something in a boardroom that was said or something was done.
Yeah,
that's
what I thought.
It was
Shueisha meddling.
Someone's wife or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of
something
like
going on. I don't know, man.
It's kind of like that meme, right, where everybody's in a boardroom. That one guy's like, maybe we should give Kubo some time. He's not healthy right now. They just throw him out the window.
Push him out the damn window.
Throw him out the window. No, but that's one thing.
Can you imagine if they treated Kubo like they treated Togashi?
Yeah, they treat Togashi like, you know, he does so well. So it's like, take a year or 10 years or whatever, and you can do whatever.
It's the Gordon Ramsay meme of like you coddling the child as opposed to like yelling at everyone else, right?
Yeah, no, but here's the thing though. That's James actually brought up something that's very interesting, because we were talking about the growth of the community before the stream went live, right? And that's something that I think is very important, because that kind of transitions to how the community itself grew, because the individuals within the community itself grew. Because back in the day, like James just said, he had a hard time in admitting that this was not a great ending because he loves the series. It's just that simple. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, when you present yourself as a reviewer or you're reviewing a content, people want you to be as objective as you possibly can be in a certain sense, because there's also a lot of people who just want to hear what they want to hear and gravitate to the people who, whether it be negative or positive. But more particular, I think the more positive and negative stuff is more so around today, because back then I felt like we were a lot smaller back then. So back then people wanted to hear more of like stuff that they didn't hear before, a little bit more objective stuff. But I feel like that's kind of like the beauty of seeing the community grow throughout all these years, seeing where, oh my God, we had nothing but copium. Now it's just like, hey man, listen, the shit is ass, but guess what? It's okay. because all y'all, I'm including myself in this one. We're talking
Mhm.
smack, saying anime ain't coming back. The anime is coming back October, baby. Shut up, you know. So it is pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. And I can understand where you come from, because I was kind of the same way with Naruto. It wasn't as bad as you though, James, for sure. But it was there to a certain extent. And you know, when you look back at it, I think just all of us were a prisoner of the time. You know, because we only knew what we knew back then.
It definitely felt more like walking on eggshells when it came to like, you know, talking negatively about a series, because like Bleach is all I talked about. So it's like, if I'm gonna have a negative opinion of something, I better be able to back it up a lot, because this is a big deal. Now I feel like you're not judged as much. You know, if something happens in a One Piece chapter and I'm like, this wasn't that great, and it's just like, it's not a big deal.
I think that's because the One Piece community in itself, or just like communities in general, have kind of been like just they gotten used to the years of people kind of giving their more honest approaches and opinions about their favorite series. Back then that wasn't necessarily the case. It was really like, back then you went to a YouTuber, and that YouTuber was either going to give you like negative feedback or positive feedback. Like towards the end of Naruto, most people were kind of negative about it, so that's what people had expected about Naruto. Or like King of Lightning with Fairy Tail. Everybody went to King of Lightning for Fairy Tail because they wanted the bashing of Fairy Tail, right? So it just depended on what you wanted specifically in terms of positivity or negativity. Now it's a little bit more of a mixed bag. I'll say it leans a little bit more towards positivity still, but you know,
I think in comparison to like now, I think it's better now, specifically for the Bleach community, because it was either like when the Bleach series ended, it was everyone just jumped on it. It was like, it was shit, and there was no other opinion other than that. And if you believed otherwise, you would get attacked for it.
Yeah.
And because the anime has been announced now, that has quickly died. Like the amount of harassment or attacking of Bleach fans in general has died down so much that you can actually feel like you can breathe a little bit and actually talk positively and negatively about Bleach without having like this NPC mentality. Which I think should have been had long ago.
Do you think most of that is due to just nostalgia? Like, you know, even if people hated the ending, it's like, this is Bleach. We grew up with this. We were teenagers when we watched this, and we're just happy to see it back again.
You know what? I think in particular the reason why we feel like that is because we now know that was really truly something special that we all witnessed about 10 years ago. Where all these series were together in the same running magazine at the same exact time. I don't think it's something we're ever going to get again. We had
big
Naruto,
three like
Bleach,
that is going to be hard.
It's just not. Yeah, it's just not. It's something that's just not feasible, and it's just one of those things that we all took for granted because you know we were a lot younger back then, and we just it's one of those things where like when you're in it, you never think it's gonna end, and then it ends. You're like, holy shit, it just ended.
I had a panic attack when it ended. I was like,
Ironically, though, I think like the beginning of the arc, from my memory, was actually well received and incredibly hyped up, and everyone was really excited for.
Well, not the first couple of chapters.
The first couple of chapters with those random Shinigami were kind of annoying.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? We need your help. We climbed right into your bedroom, but we need your help. Like, what do you
Yeah.
I'm talking more like, you know, some of the Kenpachi stuff that happened.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was like at its peak.
The invasion, basically when the invasion of Soul Society happened.
We get like Yama's Bankai. Like that's
that was
beautiful. Yeah.
And then when Yama got clapped, and you're like,
oh my god, right?
Yeah. Dude, like, oh shit just got real, dude. Yeah, for sure. So, all right, Elite Eight. So, how did you feel about the ending of Bleach?
First, am I cutting in and out?
You're good for now.
You're good now.
Yeah.
There might be some delay, but we'll try and test it out. We'll see.
You start to talk, and there is a delay with your audio a bit.
Yeah, like you're like the real life Aizen or some shit going on right now.
Yeah, seriously, it's kind of trippy.
We don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Try that. Yeah.
Hood, no, am I still?
Yeah, it's a little in and out.
Yeah.
You can still hear mostly what you're saying. So.
Yeah. I will try it out. What are your thoughts on the ending of Clorox?
Ammonia.
Yeah.
Saying, you know, like James said, you know, didn't want to blame Kubo. However, like Tekken said, yes, it felt like it was being rushed. I was looking forward to seeing and Ryukin do not with each other, you know, but get into the battle, you know, that happened. And overall fact that, the way Ichigo took out Baka, to me, I don't seem lackluster. I understand now, but what first happened, it seemed very lackluster. The fact that Hashwath, we didn't get to see his final holy form. I call it the final holy form, but we never got to see it. And I started to see that. I'm thinking, okay, this is definitely getting rushed. And even with that Bleach cell phone game, I don't know if any of you play it. I don't play it.
Brave Souls, right?
Brave Souls.
Yeah, out of that artwork, out of all the artwork in these canon forms that he pushed out, you've seen it with Hashwath. I don't. So if he's saving it for the anime.
But that Brave Soul artwork, that they are always so sick. Like whenever they bring out new ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't play those games. I can't. There's too much
until
money
a Reborn one comes out.
Is it a gacha game?
Yeah, it's a gacha game. Yeah,
it's a gacha game.
I tried Treasure Cruise for a while, man. That just destroyed my wallet, man.
You stay far away from that.
If it's any consolation, Ace, Kubo has admitted that he is going to be adding extra content, so you might get your wish. So.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing too. I think it was me and Ace were talking because I was inviting him into the stream and we were talking about it. And that was one of the things he said. And I told him, hey, if we go by what history can tell us with Studio Pierrot and how they handle Bleach, they really, for some odd reason, they really cared a lot about Bleach, especially more so with Naruto. Because when you look at, I guess, the overall way they handle Bleach versus compared to Naruto, Bleach is a superior out of the two anime. Mm-hmm. So, and seeing how Studio Pierrot added the content from the novels for Naruto, you would think they'll probably do the same for Bleach. So yeah, I'm excited to see that for the anime. So a lot of content that was not in the series because of health reasonings or due to rush, whatever the case may be, we might actually get to see in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
I do too.
Zoro fanboy, what is your thoughts on the ending of your favorite series, Bleach? What?
Well, I have to admit that out of everyone in this group, I probably have the least knowledge of or the least investment in Bleach overall. You know, I will admit it was out of the big three, it's the one I paid the least a bit of attention to. But
still better than Joshua, so you know.
But Josh's a Kobe fan. Like, you shouldn't even take him seriously off rip.
That's not saying much. That's not saying much, man.
Yeah, that's not saying. Fuck Josh.
So I just want to preface that with what I'm about to say is like, I think it is unfair how they handled Kubo, and I think that should be taken into consideration.
Yeah, for sure.
Criticize it. I think time has given us perspective in looking back and seeing that, you know, how unfairly that was handled. A lot of manga back then got that treatment. I mean, there was a manga I really loved, Beelzebub, that also got the same treatment. Joten Hitman Reborn got that treatment.
Yeah.
So you can see that it's very clear that the magazine pushed Kubo out the door. Obviously, it wasn't what we all wanted. The final fight with Yuha just felt kind of like it ended, and you're like, it's over. That was my reaction. Like, okay, I knew the how many chapters were left based on the announcements, but it just felt very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of lost me in the middle of the arc. A lot of the fights I wasn't super invested in. I know like Cole was big into like, you know, some of the things, and a lot of people were excited with some of the fights, but I felt like I don't know, it just felt like just going from one fight to the next fight to the next fight to the next fight. It just kind of weighed down on me, and I just kind of lost interest. But the build up to the arc was so exciting, even for me as not a huge Bleach fan. You know, seeing some of the reveals, seeing Yamamoto in full action, seeing Kenpachi and him doing the training with Unohana, it was a really exciting time for the entire community as a whole. And I hope that the anime can kind of just fill in the details, add a little bit here and there to make it so that, you know, it's the true vision for the final arc. And I'm actually excited. I'm going to be watching it. So it was bad. We all know it wasn't good, but I think that it's not entirely Kubo's faults. So
fair enough. How do you feel about it, Dave?
Well, we definitely needed a lot more content. That last fight, everybody says it's abrupt, and you know that's heart-wrenching as a super Bleach fan. It's just to get that last 2 chapters and be like, that's it, we're done.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the penultimate chapter, you're sitting there looking at it, and you don't realize that we're gonna go back to this to explain it a little bit more, but we're really not gonna touch on it again. So I'm really hoping that we get more content to at least explain where he was coming from. I mean, I know he did his little thing about the Soul Silver, but
yeah,
we need more.
We definitely do.
It's to change one of those two things.
Yeah. So,
and I would like to see the novel content come in at the end of it too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I see Tekken has it in the background. Unfortunately, because the Bleach hype is real, I can't get Volume 1. So, see, like,
we all got him.
Yes. Yeah, except for me. Like, I guess, you know, this is Kubo's way of laughing at me at the very end. Yeah, Volume 1 is sold out everywhere, dude. Volume 1 is sold out everywhere. It's just like, there's no way you could get it. The only way you could get it is if you back order it. So I had to back order it, and I might get it in the next 2 weeks to a month. So once I finally get Volume 1, I'll be doing my full dive into all the novels, and I'm excited for that.
The first one is the shortest one, so you should be able to read it through like at a generally fast pace. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for that, because I just don't like reading large amounts of text on a screen. That's annoying to me. So
you're not a fan of the latest Hunter x Hunter chapters, basically.
Woo. Well, here's the thing. Now, if I want to be real spicy, I can say something that I really want to say about that. But everybody's here for that spiciness. No, actually not. But the thing is, in Togashi's defense, that's how he writes a lot.
No, like, I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just his writing style. It's been there since Hakusho. It's ramped up to a whole nother level in Hunter x Hunter. But I'd rather have that than have like these weird misconceptions of how the series actually is, and then have a lot of people come up with different headcanons, which is what we see for a lot of series in general. So I'd just rather have that.
Yeah, Togashi explains everything. You can't say that. You can't say he doesn't explain stuff properly.
Yeah, so at the very least, you don't have a misconception of what's going on, you know? So, but in terms of how I feel at the ending of Bleach, you know what's funny about this? A lot of people think that I hate Bleach, right? Well, they think I hate everything except for like Hime Reborn or Naruto, but that's neither here nor there. But there's only one person I think in this world that we had many conversations with in terms of Bleach, and it's actually Elite Eighth. And I don't know if Elite Eighth, I don't know if you remember this conversation, but we were talking about, because it was coming to the end of Bleach, and we were talking about who we think is gonna be the strongest MC out of the three. And then when I told you I think it was Ichigo, you were like, wait, you think it's Ichigo? And I was like, dude, like, when you look at everything he's got, how can this man not be, right? And then there was just like a lot of conversations me and Elite Ace had, you know, just in general about Bleach, and he's like the only person that I talked about in terms of like how much I actually thoroughly enjoy Bleach. The reason why I felt the way about Bleach was because I felt betrayed. I was disappointed by that ending, and especially when the fact that Ichigo says Bankai, and we're about to see his real Bankai for the first time ever, and it breaks, and it breaks, and we don't see it.
And we still don't know what it does.
That hurt.
Yeah, I thought I had to refresh the page.
Yep, I did too. It hurt so bad.
They're coming.
I just want to know how busted it actually was for him to just be like, "I'm stepping into the future to cut this shit out." We're done.
Yeah, for real.
When I'm playing this game.
I think with that chapter, I did a gag where I took all my Bleach manga, threw it in a box, and I pretended to light it on fire, which is crazy because after Bleach ended, there actually were a few people that did do that. Like they actually did light their mangas on fire, which I'm like, you're just wasting your own. Like, why would you do that?
I never understood that. That's dumb.
Yeah, that's to a level of like you're just wasting money at that point, dude.
Yeah, so for me, it was more so disappointment. That's what I felt at the very end of Bleach, because you know, like, even with Kubo being sidelined through the sickness or whatever the case may be, that still doesn't give the excuse to Shonen Jump to say, listen, end this like right now. Unless Kubo wanted to do that on his own terms. But I feel like if Kubo wants to end the series on his own terms, he probably would have done something a little bit differently than what he did. So, because the thing is with mangaka artists, you know, you can't be a mangaka artist unless you're really passionate about what you're doing.
They gave him a year.
Yeah. So it was just disappointing.
My favorite little Easter egg is at the beginning of the last chapter. You have a scene with Shunsui, and it's sort of like it kind of connects back to Kubo, where it's like, Captain, we don't have any more time left. Please hurry. And Shunsui's like, oh, this old mountain man. They're just ordering him around all the time, and I'm just like, I can kind of see something with that.
Yeah. You know what? That's very similar to. That's very similar to what people think was happening with Kishimoto. when there was that one panel where Obito says, "I don't care," and the whole page was literally just that one speech bubble that says, "I don't care," and everybody's like, I wonder if that's Kishimoto just saying he just wants to end this right now.
He's crying for help. He's just like, I just want this to be over, man.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. So I already told you guys this, but for the stream to know, I view Bleach as a mid-series. I think Soul Society is one of the greatest arcs ever, in particular for shonen.
Agreed.
The same could be said about Turn Back the Pendulum. Like, I feel like Soul Society is a 9.5 around there, maybe a 9. Turn Back the Pendulum is around there, 8.5. And then the first half of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, I would just give like just simply a 10. It was just fantastic. You just had Yamamoto, you had the Juha Bach, you had the foreshadowing that Yamamoto knew who Juha Bach was from the very beginning. That threw out like a lot of people, and that was like a lot of theories going around. But then there's everything else, which is like Bleach has a lot of great moments, but it doesn't, when you compare all that together, it doesn't come close to Soul Society, Turn Back the Pendulum, and the first half of the final arc, which was the peaks of Bleach. So I felt like it was around a 6.5 to 7. But with the novels coming out, and knowing the couple of things that I do know about the novels, my perception has changed. So therefore, we're going to begin the Bleach apology tour. I believe Bleach is now 8, a solid 8, maybe 8.5 when I read all the novels, and we get that done out of the way.
8.
Yeah,
finally.
Took him fucking long enough.
Yes, it is. It is better than the first arc of Hitman Reborn.
I haven't read Reborn, so that's on the list. But
I know, that's why I said it. Yeah, copium. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'll say one thing about what you just said. I think the Soul Society arc, I mean, I think that'll stay in the Hall of Fame of one of the best shonen arcs of all time. I think that's kind of like cemented there. I mean, that's definitely a top tier one.
Can't complain about that arc.
No, I mean, that's when Bleach was at its peak. That where Ichigo goes into his Bankai for the first time. That's like apex Bleach right there. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the ideology, and between Ichigo and Byakuya, and how they felt about Rukia, and how they felt about how the way of the law of the land needs to be settled and stuff like that. We take all that into consideration. Soul Society is just fantastic for sure.
Bro, I will never forget Kenpachi.
And then when Ichigo could have killed him but didn't.
Yeah.
Played straight to the throat. Just start the fight.
Yeah.
Hey man,
that was a cool looking scene, though. You have to admit that.
It's all about aesthetics.
Yeah, it's aesthetics.
Well, first, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So for me, think about Soul Society. I slightly mentioned this in one of my videos 8 million years ago. For me, and maybe a lot of other people, it was just the mystery of the unknown and the anticipation. When I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, okay, Ichigo, he's going into this whole other dimension. He has to take on these seated officers, captains, lieutenants. Yeah, he has Chad and Uryu on his side, but I'm like, nah, there's no way he's going to complete this mission. I said, once he saves Rukia, then what? But what made it more of a connection to the viewers, these hollows, they're just mindless evil souls. There's no, real connection with the Gode 13. Of course, they're in their human form. They look like humans. Soul Society, Sarate, everything is looking like the Japanese period. And it's like, well, you know what? This is more of a connection versus the Rancor arc. Yeah, the Espada, they have this human look to them. They all can communicate, but nah, going up against the whole Gode 13, that right there to me is what really made the connection. You see these abilities going up against these other abilities because we all know the Zanpatos are specifically designed to take out hollows. They cleanse the sins, etc. We all know this. So to see all this chaos going on in the Sarate and this new dimension, we don't know what's going to happen. I used to think to myself, okay, he said he's Rukia, then what? How's he going to get back? Is he going to be on the run? These Shinigami, they can go to the world of the living at will anytime they want. What is going to happen? Those are just a few of the things that drew me into the Soul Society arc. And I'm pretty sure the same thing with other people. And yeah, it doesn't, the other arcs don't stack up to the Soul Society arc. However, the final arc, to me, I was loving it. Questions getting answered. Of course, this is Kubo. We were seeing new things that were creating even more questions. To me, the two biggest questions is, maybe you guys know, why didn't the old man Yama kill Bach in the past? I remember where Yuri was getting on Old Man Yama before that.
That was that was something like file it into like Yuha's backstory, which is not really touched upon all that much in the arc itself. But that's one of the gaps that I hope gets filled in the anime.
Yeah, I never understood. The second thing for me, Komamura. The great grandfather. Like we have that clan, that Animal Wolf Man clan.
Yeah, the Beast Realm. Yeah.
Yeah, like that just goes to show how big and vast Soul Society really is. You know, it's so much history and lore within Soul Society, and he just touched upon that just a little bit. Now, Komamura, he's back to a wolf now.
That's actually fascinating because the whole concept of the afterlife in Bleach is based off the cycle of samsara in Buddhism. So you have the Deva realm, which is the Soul Society. There's a living world. There's a hungry ghost realm, which is obviously Hueco Mundo. There's a hell, which is referenced. So then they have the beast realm, which the only time that's it's King.
You know what?
It's funny how he jumps in when you say the beast realm.
Like, it's the beast realm, and then
beast
boom,
realm, man. Here
King
comes the beast himself.
My fault for being late. I apologize, gentlemen. Hey, yo, what it do? James, hey, yo, Elite
Yes,
Ace. Hey, yo, my boy, how you doing? Hey, yo. It's been too long. Oh my goodness.
No.
Yo, yeah. I'm sorry for being late. We had a leak problem. Had to remove some what do you call it? Sheetrock on the ceiling.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah,
the wood is all moldy, and so we have to get a contractor. Yeah, stuff like that. So yeah,
or maybe you're just eating a lot of shrimps and taking your time.
Definitely shrimps. Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Were you saying eating shrimps is a problem because they're bugs?
Yeah.
But don't you want to literally go to the UK and eat that thing with cheese that has maggots inside?
Whoa, cheese.
Wait, what? James is so confused by that statement. You're like, what are you talking about?
I'm willing to try it, of course. I'm willing to try it. I ain't a problem with
that. You're just a fascinating person, Cole. I'm just
saying, like, there's sea bugs. If you eat sea bugs, that's on you, okay?
Hey, man, I've eaten actual bugs before, so I'm cool with it, man. It's like, whatever.
You like these nice, gushy tarantulas with their big, pussy abdomens, and you just want to... Okay, all right, listen, man, toot your own.
When I was in New York like 10 years ago, and my friends were walking around, and in Chinatown, they had these little packs of, like, I forget what kind of insects they were, but they were, like, insects mixed with, like, sour cream onion flavoring or whatever, and I had some of those, and I'm like, whatever.
Hey, how do you feel about that as being a chef?
You know what? Knowing what I know, I respect all culinary cultures. You know, there are things that we eat that other parts of the world think we're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like McDonald's, that's pretty crazy.
I'm crazy, yeah.
I mean, McDonald's is, you know.
No. This is cap. Hold on, time out.
What do you mean?
Would you eat a cat?
No.
Let's not go there.
I'm listen, man. Cultures.
Not in this day and age, no.
And blah, 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 yeah. I'm just saying, we respect the cultures, right?
I'm pretty sure, like, we ate lions back in the day, so I don't really see why not, right?
I mean, listen, man. Some cultures enjoy dogs and
yeah,
cats.
That is true.
So, you know, and also like little baby mice and stuff like that. Potentially bats too.
Are we talking about like what kind of prepared cat are we talking about? Are we talking about like sesame cat? Are we talking about
like a big
cat?
Like a house cat.
Oh my god, just eat a house cat.
I mean,
jeez.
Here's the thing: I might die eating a cat because I'm allergic to cats anyway. So.
Oh yeah, so to you it's like poison.
Yeah, it's actual. Yeah, I'll actually die. It's like eating a smile fruit. I'm not gonna be smiling. I'm just gonna be dying inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of a smile fruit.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
yeah.
The thing is with the smile fruit, you kind of look like a jackass once you eat one.
Yeah,
unless you
happen,
want. That's what I meant when I said I'll be dying inside.
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Never understood why people actually want to eat that.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, that's more of the most sensible question about it, yeah. Not would you, but why would you?
I'd rather eat that than licorice. That's my least favorite candy. It's like, I hate it.
No, it's alright. Some.
Facts.
Well, here's the thing, though, because, like, you're from quite literally a different continent. So I think in terms of, like, what we view as, like, decent or trash or good in terms of culinary culture is completely different. Because if you ask most Americans, I feel most Americans would be like, licorice? That shit out of my face, bro.
I hate it. Yeah.
Like licorice is.
It's kind of Yeah, it's kind of a thing over here, so I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just you're just built.
You just got more of an
Well,
acquired taste, mate. You know.
Here's the thing with British cuisine. When Rustage was over here, we had breakfast at this hotel, and they don't have beans. And he was like surprised by that. And I'm like, we don't really have beans over here. But he's like,
I don't associate with Brits that like beans, bro. Like,
he's like, your baked beans are different than the kind we have for breakfast.
And your gravy is too. Your gravy.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Nasty, man. The fuck is that?
Oh no, I agree with that 100%.
Well, he's technically not wrong, but it depends on what type of household you go to, right? Because different cultures, different households make gravy differently. So it depends on where you go to.
If it ain't beef gravy, it ain't got it.
Okay, if you go to a household that's making Campbell's gravy from a can, that's trash. We don't do that. That's trash. Ace is just like, no, please, no, it's trash. It's trash.
Yeah, so you're the chef, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Depends where you go.
Like Ace, just recently, I'm making my own chicken stock because there's a difference between getting it at the store and actually like making it yourself. Yes. It's a completely different ingredient. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Fair point.
Yo, Ace, you need a roommate?
You're good, King.
I mean, Ace, you need a roommate, bro? That sounded kind of lit right now. Homemade chicken stock?
Come on down. We can,
Cali. Cali.
Trying to cook more. Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. That's
absolutely
just one of the
ways.
On that
one, yo.
Yeah.
Because like these things like DoorDash, Uber Eats are like they're so fucking expensive. I'm like,
oh god, yeah,
insanely expensive. I'm like,
they are.
Like everything's going up in price, like skyrocketing. And it's like, yo, like you're just siphoning off. Like you make a video, and that video, that's all going to Uber Eats. Like, boom, okay, here we go. I got no. That's a meal right there. That's a meal right there. Like, you know what's what? Like these guys, it's crazy. Like I think there was I got some moussaka, a Greek salad, and then I got some I forgot what it's called some other like dessert. And that was like all like $75. I'm like, yo, holy shit! Like, you guys are just trying to kill me right now. So it's hell expensive, man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I got Uber Eats coming right now. It's $65 for Korean barbecue.
Oh my god! But still, the Korean barbecue though. I mean, that's gonna be pretty good. Yeah.
Maybe it was
talking about
like $20, right?
Korean boys, I don't know.
Listen,
that's crazy.
Talking about Korean barbecue. We went out last week. It was me, Cole, and Popo. But Popo will be here a little bit later. Which, by the way, Popo's younger brother is actually a huge fan of both you and Cole. To the point.
Oh, thank you. That's so cool.
To the point where, like, when he goes to sleep, he'll fall asleep watching your guys' videos. But he has a playlist, right? And the playlist is on repeat. So like he'll be asleep and then he'll wake up and it'll be like Cole or you like still rambling about whatever video he was watching.
Why are you trying to like dox his man, y'all? Like, what you
I'm not saying his address. I'm just saying. I'm just saying how much, bro.
This man.
I will say
because he's the thing. I would have had him on stream to say hello to Tekken because he's Popo's brother, but he's not here for the week because like remember
he Popo's brother.
Yeah. There you go.
But I'll say people will say that like I listen to you while I fall asleep and I'm like, how? I'll be talking normally, then I'll scream about something for no reason. I don't understand how you can fall asleep to me, but okay.
Popo was telling us last week, like he walked into his house like at 2:00 in the morning, then just heard Cole's voice coming from the room. He's like, what the fuck is Cole doing in my house?
Hey, yo, look, man. All I can say is I appreciate it, but I don't necessarily want to know it. It's like if you whatever you do to my voice, you keep that to yourself, okay?
Hey, man, all he was doing was watching your video. All he was doing was watching your video. He just fell asleep. That's it.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't mind.
You're
watching my stuff.
If he has like a Luffy like plushie or something, he snuggles with that, like watching my video with Pecking. It's okay.
That's fine. As long as you're watching, I don't care.
Like my GIF, but I didn't even know that. Like we good.
Only Cole can take something so wholesome and then.
What do you mean?
Yeah, only Cole can take something so wholesome and then equivalent to snuggling with a Luffy plushie.
Listen, Poet brother, you're a good dude. I love you. I appreciate you for real. All right, thank you.
No, but like I was saying before, we went out last week, right? And this is after we saw the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which is good by the way.
I saw that. It was so epic. Loved it. Yes. Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't seen it, definitely go see it. And we were at a Korean barbecue restaurant, right? And expensive as hell, of course. But the one thing that was funny, oh man, I just hate New York, bro. But the one thing that was funny was these guys sneak in their tip in the bill, right? So we get the bill. I'm looking at the bill, and I see service that they called it service tax.
Service charge.
Yeah.
So I looked at it and I said, $40.27. That's quite peculiar because I could swear when you look at the number that is the total charge of what we just did, and you take that off from 10 to 15%, that's literally what the tip is going to be. But where they fucked up at is they actually give the gratuity rates at the very bottom of the receipt. So when you look at the gratuity rates, it said 10%, 40.27. I'm like, you guys really just charge us the tip on the bill. So I'm telling Popo, no tip, because they're literally charging us the tip right now. Don't give them a tip. And then he's like, no, they're not. And then we gave them our cards. And then when they gave us the bill back, he was like, "Oh yeah, that actually was a tip." I'm like, "Yeah, no shit. I just told you, don't give them any more money."
James, you're lucky to live in England because man, it's a process over here with that. Yeah,
that is wild.
There's no sunlight there. What are you talking about, son? Stop. Okay.
Huh?
Because he doesn't have to tip. Oh, there's no sunlight in England.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's all grey. Yeah, that's true.
Living in England is like living in a bleach panel. It's just no sunlight. It's just whiteness.
All right, yo, real quick. So speaking of bleach, real quick,
you see the whiteness of the clouds.
Maybe speaking of bleach, getting back to the topic.
It's all grey and brick, bro. Like
the JJK movie reminded me of something that with bleach. Okay. So you guys remember what there was an interview with, I think his name is Gigi, the author of JJK, and then Tate Kubo about the about how he treats women in JJK. And then I know a lot of folks are upset about that because people were mad because he was talking about how like in JJK the girls are kind of like the same archetype of woman. They're like very bossy. Like kind of like very aggressive.
Strong.
Whereas Kubo's kind of like, okay, yes, strong women.
Kubo's more like
I'm not against strong women. Just
well, to be fair, Kubo's more of a mixed bag because like you have like Orihime, she's more recluse, she's more like intimate, and
meek and kind of like reserved, and then there's Yoruichi, who's
This man.
I need to get a straw hat. I should own an actual straw hat.
This man has no Zanpakuto with a straw hat, yo. What?
That is a Zanpakuto.
No Shinigami badge, no nothing.
What's good, everyone?
What's good, yo?
Well, wait, this is the wrong stream. Right?
All right.
Yeah.
So,
there we go.
One Piece, chapter 1044.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, Popo. Show teching what
Oh yeah.
Yes,
so so my younger brother.
Yes. Yes.
If I didn't bring this to the stream, he would kill me. My younger brother is a fan, a major fan.
Yeah. The berry plushies. Yay. Thank you for the support.
Yeah. I'm lacking.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Yo, the merch.
Yeah, it's fun. Yep.
Yo, Cole, you shouldn't be talking. I saw what your stream revenue was. I was there.
Yo, facts, bro. It was like 5,000.
No, it was definitely a lot more than that.
Whoa. You need my revenue, son. We clean. We
No. Like, Cole trying to sneak that in. He's like, damn, I'm slacking. Like, no, the fuck you're not. Shut your ass up.
Plushies, man. I need a plushie, dude. I need like some like cute, like little like fat man in the corner or something, yo. Like something, yo. Like now.
It does tie the room together. I will say. Yeah.
I need something, bro. Like, so one stream was one stream, one chapter. Right, next stream will be horrible. Right, you never know. Well, I'm gonna let like when the anime comes back with Bleach, it's gonna be crazy.
I think this year it's only March, and look at all the shonen and where they're at right now. It's insane, and so Bleach is coming back. I mean, it's gonna be nuts by the end of this year, man.
Yeah, Bleach, Chainsaw Man. People gonna be happy with Chainsaw Man too.
Oh yeah, that too. I didn't even think of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go over what's actually going to be on in the fall before we head right back into Bleach, because Cole obviously just came in, so he hasn't given his answer yet. Now listen, the J Room is all about honest spiciness, and this is how I feel currently about My Hero Academia in terms of the anime, not the manga, just the anime, because the past couple of seasons have fallen off in terms of quality. So in terms of this fall coming up, we have Boku no we have JoJo Part. Listen, I love JoJo. The anime.
What's the deal with that? Well, what's the deal with JoJo?
Okay, so for part 6, right? No, I love JoJo. I'm not saying JoJo is bad.
Yeah, I know, but like, what's the context? Because I'm hearing a lot of people.
So because they just like, dude, like part 6 anime is horrible, dude.
So the only context that I've heard.
No. Okay, so like the issue is that part 6 JoJo's with Jolie and that stuff, it started in December of 2021 last year. Now they're coming back, and then they said
not
that
even
they'll
it,
come
though.
back earlier this year. I think they said that they're coming in April or in May.
It's going to be
last
later.
year,
Yeah.
But now it's going to be later in fall. And then this is just part 2 of part 6. There's a third part after that one.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait. So we have to wait like how many years to complete JoJo's
But that's not
part 6?
not the only
It's
thing
horrible.
too. It's just like, well, the manga itself is not that great. It's just like very specific parts in part 6 that make people go, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" But it's just that specific part. Like when you get a backstory to a character who's relevant in the series, and then the very ending itself. No spoilers, right?
Well,
That's what makes part 6. But
how's the animation? Because I heard that the character sheets were so detailed that like they've struggled to animate decently.
Yeah, so they're very detailed,
it's
but
pretty
like
bad. Yeah.
I think I think it's solid, honestly. I think it's like
I like it. It's not my favorite part, but
right.
I like
the
it.
characters are kind of lacking, but I think that again, most folks' main issue is that like part 5 was like every Friday, part 4 was every Friday.
Yeah.
Like it came out weekly. But
here's the thing, though.
but Netflix has taken part
It's
6
different,
and
yeah.
done like these big segments and people just
divided it up.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like if you compare how part 5 looks to part 6, it's just like night and day. And I'm not gonna necessarily say
there is a difference.
I'm not gonna necessarily say like that's the animator's fault or anything like that. I'm just saying the truth of the matter is part 5 is just way better to look at than part 6.
Part 5 is my favorite part animated so far.
100%.
I will say that. Yeah.
It slaps so hard. It slaps.
Yeah.
It's great.
And one of the things about JoJo, which is similar to Bleach, is you need to get the aesthetics right. That's one of the most important things about the series is the aesthetics. But anyway, going on for the fall season, we have Boku no Hero, we have JoJo Part 6 continuing on. Then we got Bleach. Bleach obviously is coming back. This fall season is gonna be insane because we have those.
Oh, is Record of Ragnarok on there?
I'm gonna look for it. Give me a second.
Yeah,
we have
really
hope. Season 2.
It should be next year coming back.
We have
Golden Kamuy.
We have Golden Kamuy, To You the Immortal coming back in the fall. Uzumaki, the 4 episodes.
Oh yeah. I am so looking forward to that.
Did you see that trailer for Golden Kamuy?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, watch that trailer. Oh my god. I'm like,
Golden Kamuy is goated, bro. This is so fucking good.
I'll watch
I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost dropped it. I'll be with you. I almost, but like for a mad petty reason. For a mad petty reason.
You're a mad petty person. Why is this surprising?
I know I am. That's true. But
I was gonna read that, dude, and I saw something happen with a bear, and I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro.
The CGI bear, bro. The CGI bear.
The bear.
Let's go.
I'm good on that.
But that's not the main issue. My main issue is that like when you go deeper and deeper into like the season, you have to make sure you're watching this shit by yourself. Because if your parents come in, hey, like, are you winning, son? And then there's like a picture of like, these guys all buff, naked, in like a goddamn like hot sauna. I'm like, hey, yo, nah, like I would get kicked out of the house.
Or like all the dick jokes and stuff like that.
Damn.
But if you're a fan of Hajime no Ippo, you have absolutely no excuse about the dick jokes. That's all I'm saying. Why are you giving me that face? Why are you giving me that face?
Not wrong.
He's
not wrong.
This man had a wooden carved like thing, a sculpture.
It's called comedy. Listen, Cole. It's called comedy, you dickhead.
Okay, listen, I feel you, but when you have the wooden sculpture of a kid's dick, I don't know.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
you're talking about.
Wait.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Hold on.
Here's
the thing. What Cole's neglecting to say is that specific character is mentally deranged. So
yes, I know, but he's a main character.
But he's mentally deranged. That's kind of the point.
Yes, again, I get it. I'm just saying, like, this is like repeated, man. This is like, okay, we have this one guy named after like Boner, and then the guy said like Boner to like get himself amped up when he's shooting a bear or something. And then you have like all these hot sauna scenes, all these dudes. You have that one dude that's voiced by All Might. The one I'm pretty sure he's, homosexual. Like the one dude that's like a boxer or some kind that's like All Might, and he's like hugging all these dudes while he's fighting them. I'm like, yo, this is a bit aggressive. Like season 3 shook me because I'm like, there are so many like borderline.
Oh, you're talking about the Russian thing, right? They were in the Russian.
I'm like, what? Like, wait, I'm like, whoa! I'm like, hold up,
yo, bro. But that's how Russians get down, dude. Let's throw hands.
Not true. No. That's not. If I read a book on ancient Russian culture, I promise you, these boys are not that aggressive.
Bro, it's not even that ancient, bro. This is like only just like 100 or something years ago.
No.
You're making it sound like this is like ancient Rome type stuff, and it's not.
Ayo, Popo.
Yes, sir.
Otter meat.
What?
Otter meat. Otter meat. Why? Why does otter meat?
You want to eat cheese?
Oh, you don't know?
You want to eat cheese with maggots in it. Stop it.
Wait. In Golden Kamuy, otter meat is an aphrodisiac. Okay?
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
Yes.
I dropped after 2 episodes.
Okay, fine. I want to go through. In Golden Kamuy, otter meat is an aphrodisiac. And then so when they cook it, it's all these dudes in a room, and they're just I'm like, these guys getting more amped up, more revved up.
All right,
chat.
You're right. Got worse and worse.
Yeah, because he's explaining it without with zero context. I just want to remind you guys, chat, that this is also the king of straps, so take his words very lightly.
I read from the bitch. What do you mean?
But that's not what happened in Korea. I'm just saying.
Whoa. Me and Zoro went on a journey for like one location.
Together.
Together,
huh? A little homoerotic there. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
We went cruising. We wanted to see the exotic sites. We saw some exotic sites. I'm like, fuck. Okay, it's wild.
Some exotic sites, huh?
Some exotic sites.
What did you get out of said exotic sites?
Someone have that picture. Yes. I gotta find that picture.
Yeah. We gotta bring up the picture again.
Yo, someone in Cole's chat, can you please bring up? No, it's not. They have it in
my audience.
They have it in Cole's Discord as like a command. Can someone please bring up the command?
I hate this people, man.
Wait, my picture's gone that far? Damn, bro. Like, I mean, it's incriminating evidence.
Listen, let's just say we were at the wrong side of town.
Oh yeah.
Very wrong side of town.
Right. Okay.
My friend tricked me. I'm sorry.
Back to Bleach.
Back to Bleach. All right, so
yeah, that reminds me of this scene in Bleach where literally anything happened to change the topic.
We were in Umachika's side of the town in South Korea. Accidentally.
Oh, man.
Yes.
CJ's like, easily done.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't know where we're going. We don't know how to read Korean, you know?
Exactly.
Some people in the group don't know how to read at all.
Ignorance is bliss, you know?
Ignorance is very bliss. So, Cole.
Yes.
How did you feel about the ending of Bleach?
The ending of Bleach. I thought I was kind of sad because for me, I just wanted because there was clearly more potential for the series, and then I just felt like that's why I'm kind of excited for the anime because I really want the anime to actually flesh out a lot of these more things in detail when it comes to like the ending of how Kubo actually want to end the series. Because there's so many things about what was. Well, actually, I want to see Ichigo's like main Bankai.
That's the general vibe.
That was that was soul crushing. Like, what the fuck? We're not seeing his Bankai, dog. After we did all this training, and he was a beast, true. But I feel like certain things were like we didn't see a lot of the Byakuya and Hitsugaya versus Get Out Valkyrie fight. That was a lot of off-screen shit.
Something you're used to.
Listen, whoa! Don't even start. Stop it. Not the same build. That's number one. Number two. Fucking Lilabaro's ass. He's still a turkey running around the society. Like what the fuck? Like, please.
Yeah, Izuru took care of him. He's fine.
Yeah, so much. Yeah, because I haven't read it because I have actually because Viz gave it to me. They actually gave me the first volume of.
Oh, must be nice because it's sold out everywhere.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll through this. Shots to Viz Media.
Real quick,
no doubt. Yeah.
Nice.
And, because I want to find more like Hisagi's Bankai, all these different things too that I want to read in the light novels before the anime comes out. But I think that at the end of Bleach, I was just sad because for me, the way how he was treated Kubo because of the health issues, because of him kind of having struggles with I think it was the editors that gave him a lot of issues and problems, and then all these different things happening with Kubo's. I'm like, this is not how I really want Bleach to end, and so. I'm hoping that the anime kind of fills in those gaps. He had more time to think about things. Maybe they'll have some connection if they want to have like a multiversal thing with Burn the Witch. I don't know, maybe because that should be like 3 movies too. But yeah, overall, I was kind of saddened by the end of Bleach.
Oh man,
fair enough. Now, what would you like? What in terms of what you want to see the most come out of the anime, what would you say that would be besides Ichigo's Bankai? Because I think that would be the number one answer for everybody.
Yeah, I'd be the one. I mean, okay, I don't know if there's any way to kind of make the Royal Court God Squad better.
Oh yeah, because Royal, I don't know how you feel about this, James, but I think the common consensus is that Squad Zero just felt super underwhelming.
Like I was, like it was just kind of.
I'm on two sides about it. Like, I agree with you, they are, but I also found like, how are you going to make the elite guard look strong if they don't beat a highly hyped up squad itself? If that makes sense, it's a catch-22 of like, if Zero Squad won, then the elite guard looks ass. The elite guard wins, Zero Squad looks ass. It's like you don't win. So,
do you think Kubo should have maybe utilized the one or the other, like, you know, earlier and or like a different way to make it like at least showcase what they could do?
If he was a past arc, I would agree. Yeah. Maybe Hakafune, because she was mentioned in the Turn Back the Pendulum, so maybe. Yeah, I would have agreed with that, but
some setup, something.
Yeah.
And I think
is there a good chance? Hold on, real quick. Is there a good chance that they're going to actually add a lot more material for?
I think it was already stated they are. Yeah, like, Kubo already confirmed that.
Okay, you confirmed that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that there are some folks that are having issues with the animation of what we saw for the trailer because of the
animated.
Yeah, because animated go. A lot of folks were complaining with the whole idea of the purple and black being the main color.
Yeah,
that. Yeah. I'm like, is that do we care about that per se? Like,
I don't care. And there's actually like I think there was like an official Bleach like CD that had like that color scheme for Ichigo's Bankai anyway.
About the color theme of purple and black.
You will be surprised.
Yeah, people will. No. People will complain about anything. That's the point of the internet.
People on Twitter, didn't you?
It looked badass.
Exactly.
I loved it.
Exactly. Like, what they wanted to be black and red because original Getsugo Tensho. That's what they were complaining about, I guess. Maybe.
I mean, it might have just been a thing where Kubo was like, I always thought of it as this color scheme, and the anime originally did this, but if you could change it to purple and black, that's what I had in mind originally. And like, okay, we'll do that. You know, not a big deal. Like, who cares? Yeah.
It's not really worth complaining about because he's not going to be in that form for very long in this arc any day.
That is true. Yeah, that is also true. Well, we'll see what spoilers.
And then it would change to like white or black.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
With his Quincy powers later on, it could change again. So yeah.
Yeah, because Getsugo Jujisho is two different colors. So.
Yeah, that's perfect right there. You could have both. There you go.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think probably one of the things that would be, it's not going to happen because it didn't happen in the source material, but it would be cool if you go learn something else that's not in regards to Getsugo itself.
Keto. Hey, James.
I wasn't gonna say. I was holding my tongue.
He had a Gran Reisero, so
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, he had Getsugo Jujisho and Gran Reisero. I think were his two new techniques that he named during the final, arc. But we could get him some more stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's just
all I'm saying is they had him like drawing his Getsugos out, and he could do a Hellzone grenade.
That would be cool. Yeah,
that would be sick. Actually.
That'd be fun.
We'll save that for the Hell arc, Dave.
The Hell arc.
I think as far as I know,
I'm actually more hyped for the Hell arc than I am the anime.
I kind of it. Well, no, I'm hyped for both, but we'll see.
The Hell arc is new material that we've never done before ever, and then it's going to expand Hell in like a really big way. And I think that's where I don't know if there's a chance here because I kind of want to see it happen where like he actually attempts to try and combine what we saw with Burn the Witch, with Bleach in some crazy way. I was talking to James about this earlier, I think a few months ago, about the idea of like the weird monsters we see in Britain are like kind of impacted somehow in some way by what happened with Yuha on like a global scale. I don't know if that's like the dragons and then the hollows and Yuha all tying together could be a nice idea because like they're all like pocket dimensions. Like his how you say
Varvel.
Like his Quincy world. I'm not.
The shadow dimension, or like the Silburn, where the Silburn is.
Yeah, like that's like an actual like alternate dimension.
It is.
Yeah. But it's like German based, and then one's like UK based.
We spoke about it. We spoke about it, and we said something along the lines. It was very convenient how like the Burn the Witch timeline and the Bleach timeline are now systematically the same now. So whether that holds any weight,
I viewed it like when Burn the Witch first came out. I viewed it like Kubo's keeping it open-ended. Like this is Soul Society West Branch. If he ever wanted to do something with that universe, then it's there. Yeah. But I don't know if he like knew 100% he wanted to. But it's like keep it like an option. If I'm not done with Bleach, if I want to do something else with this, now I can.
Didn't they do a movie?
They did.
Correct me if I'm wrong. With like Hell was involved.
Yes, it was the fourth movie, the Hellverse. It was probably the most metal out of all of them. Pretty solid movie. But they're probably just gonna scrap like the characters we meet in Hell and probably change around it a little bit because it's like it works differently. There actually, because we see Silaporo at the beginning of that movie get killed, and then he's here in the chapter that just came out, so they're doing it a little differently.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the movie is non-canon. To be fair,
it is. Yeah,
but the chapter's canon.
The chapter's canon.
The chapter's canon.
Movie,
yeah.
But the movie itself, it's non-canon. So it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, oh, he got killed in the beginning of the movie, but doesn't really matter because it was non-canon anyway.
Yeah.
So, but spoiler alert. We whoop. Spoiler alert. One of the things that I found fascinating from the Bleach novels is the fact that we get a different perception from what we, the audience, had seen throughout the entire series. And that's basically the confirmation that throughout this entire time, the Soul Society are the bad guys. Essentially, which kind of blew my mind. I felt like it's just sad that Kubo never got to the point where he was able to kind of showcase that in the source material in terms of the manga, because I feel like if that would have been the final revelation, that would have been something that had a couple of people change how they feel about Bleach in itself, because throughout this entire time you're viewing the actions of all these characters from the lens of the people who are actually bad in the series to begin with, which is something that we don't really see all too often. And just
it's crazy is at the beginning of Bleach we view the Soul Society as the bad guys because of them kidnapping Rukia, but then afterwards we're like, oh, these are our allies now and they're helping out with us and everything, and then you get that other revelation. But not Oda. I knew I was gonna make that mistake at one point.
It's all right, but they're both godlike writers.
Kubo though definitely is going that direction with the final arc and just tackling Hell, and then the whole idea of like Uketake coming back, Unohana, Yamamoto possibly, and just like this whole other side that you didn't see, even hinted at in the Fullbring arc for a little while there, where we're supposed to think Uketake was a bad guy, and it's like we're supposed to like second guess this, and look what happened.
It's funny how I think it was Aizen. It's funny how Aizen is usually the character that kind of like pinpoints these theories and being true. For a lot of people, it was like Ichigo being like a Quincy was confirmed to them when Aizen said, "I was watching you since you were born." Because then a lot of people are like, why would you be doing that? That's just weird, you fucking weirdo. The only way you want to do that is if Ichigo was part Quincy, right? That's just how Aizen works. But the other point is, in this particular case, with Soul Society being the bad guys, I think he was having a conversation with Urahara. When Urahara was sealing him after he had lost to Ichigo. In the Dangai form, I believe it's called, right? It was the Dangai form where he goes,
Oh yeah, with the longer hair. That's right, Dangai Ichigo,
the Dangai form. And Aizen says, you know exactly what it's not verbatim, so I'm kind of going off memory here, but basically what he's saying is, you know exactly what the Soul Society is, so why are you still working with them? I think it was Urahara, the one he was saying it to.
Because that's when Aizen had his mental breakdown moment where he's like, why are you so content with it being the way it is?
That arc or the 1,000-Year Blood War arc? It was one of those two arcs.
No, it was the scene with Urahara, I'm pretty sure is what you're thinking of. And he was just like, why are you letting your life being controlled by that thing, the Soul King? And Urahara is like, well, that's just the way it is. And Aizen's like, no, it's the way the world, you can make it what you want to be with your great intellect. Why do you not do it yourself? That's why I'm trying to do it. And it's just you think Aizen's just having a breakdown moment where he's just throwing a tantrum, but when you actually put it in context later what he was saying, it's like, oh, okay, he's still a messed up villain, but you see him in a different light at that point,
It's like the meme. It's kind of like the meme when it's the meme when the villain is starting to make sense, and then the main character is sitting there like he has the face like shit, like shit, damn, I gotta kill this guy now. But I just find it fascinating in terms of how perceptive can change due to just being able to cover the things that you weren't able to cover in the source material, and that's basically what these novels did. I think well, here's the thing, it's a little bit different because everybody here felt differently about Bleach towards the end, and we've grown and changed over the years in terms of how we thought about it, because back then, prisoner of the moment, prisoner of the time. Like I absolutely hated it because, like I said, I was disappointed. James was going through a copium breakdown. Cole was just,
make it sound like that,
Cole was just raking in the money, saying "Titty Kubo" all day.
Hey, God of Thunder, let's get it. I need
let's go.
God of Thunder, get it up.
In-house that shit.
That's right.
And now that we have the novels, that clears up a lot of those things, but also gives us a new perspective with the fact that society itself were the evil ones in changing how the life and death balance is even worked out to begin with. And now knowing exactly what they did to the original Soul King, and now knowing what they did with Juha itself, makes you go and kind of really see the entire series in a different light. At least for me.
Oh, go ahead, James.
No. Go.
No, I was just going to add, for anybody that doesn't know what happens to Juha after the story, because it's kind of, they don't show it in the manga. Look into it. It's kind of jacked up, like what happens to him. Yeah.
What makes it even worse too is what was his name? The guy with the brush from Squad Zero?
Ichibe.
No, Karin. Oh yeah, Ichibe. There we go.
Ichibe. So Ichibe.
Yeah.
Ichibe. I think it was Ichibe that said, "Oh, if Juha didn't work as a Soul King, we would have got Ichigo anyway."
Yeah, it's implied they would just have taken him and just made him.
Yeah, like this just goes to show you these guys are fucked up.
Yep.
The thing is about how you talked about how nobody really saw the Soul Society as a bad thing. Well, us as reviewers, through watching all of you, I don't think any of us really even mentioned about the Soul Society ever being the bad guys. I thought it was always just self-assumed that like this was just the best you were going to get in this circle of life, essentially. Because I mean, we have things such as like the Maggot's Nest, which you were like jailing people for crimes that they hadn't even committed yet, and you sent Urahara to as banishment to the Soul Society, but you'll execute Rukia, like make it make sense.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of laws in Soul Society which are just hypocritical and downright dumb, but we kind of just self-assume that the Soul Society isn't a great place in and of itself. But it's, as you said, because it's more brought out to us through the novels, through a different perspective, especially in like Tozen's backstory, if you got to that part.
Oh yeah, that part, that's heavy.
You know, it does, you know, nail the coffin into you, but is that something which I think is a bit hand-holding to the audience? Is that something that's necessary or something that is self-assumed? Is it better for telling you it or reiterating it, or is it better to just be self-shown?
I think it depends on how you write or execute the series, because the way Kubo did it with Soul Society, it's really hard to self-assume that, because it could just be looked at as an entity that wants to do right, but they have a lot of imperfections, which therefore leads to a lot of the stuff that makes no sense in their laws.
But it's like who's going to fight against them, right? They've had no one tell them they're wrong before, so it's like
they're the ones on top, so they get to decide all the rules.
Right, exactly. But like, with the only
they came up with the rules when they were a giant gang.
They were essentially the Gote started as a gang with Yamamoto being the leader and Unohana being in there as well. They were just a bloodthirsty bunch of mercenaries, essentially going around slaughtering everyone. Yeah, like literally in Unohana's backstory, she just killed like a pile of corpses. Wait, no, that was Kenpachi that did that actually. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, but it was a bloody time.
So I
feel in the future,
basically asked her if it was her pile of bodies. So it's not like she never did that.
Yeah, no, she definitely had a pile of bodies at some point. Yeah,
but that goes to show
me for real.
That goes to show the beauty of the differences of pile bodies, because we have like the Bambietta kind of bio bodies, which is like
sir,
and then we have the Unohana was like, What do you mean, no, Cole? Just because you're scared, just because you're scared of a real woman doesn't mean the rest of us
are. If a real woman can cut me in half, that's
that means you know what that means, Cole? That means your dick game is weak. I'm sorry. That means your dick game is weak.
All right, fuck it, dude.
Listen, dick game is
she
weak.
ain't gonna cut you in half if you're giving that dick game good. It's fast.
I would take you say that when there are way more superior specimens. All right.
Everybody,
when you have Tear Haribo,
I'm very confident.
When you have Tear Haribo, when you have
right now, it's like
when you have Haribo, when you have Candace fucking Catnip. Like, what the fuck? Like, that is far more superior.
No,
I don't
know about that. Listen, you know what? Listen, Cole.
You like a big woman. You like a big woman.
I always like I like Meninus, the power girl with the muscles. I like muscle girl, man. I'm sorry.
Okay. I remember that character.
Listen, all I know
She's a bootleg Orihime, bro. What the fuck you on about?
Wait. No. Wait. Orihime?
What's going on, lad?
Hey man, I'm sorry. I just, the muscle girls.
Man,
or He-Man, just whatever.
My man been reading too much One Punch Man.
What's happening here,
But
boy?
that too is even.
All right, listen. I'll say this. I'm very confident everyone in this call can what's the word I'm looking for? Can keep Bambietta very happy, except for Cole. And while we all have hers, reacting like.
Just shut up and
he wouldn't know what to do with it, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Cole's the only one that can't ascend to that level.
It's kind of it's kind of sticky, man. I mean, because that level's too low. Like I'm already past that.
No.
It's already listen, man. Like Candace on such a higher level, it's ridiculous, yo. Like, she's up
Or just because she got booty shorts. Just because she got booty shorts.
She's up there with Yoruichi. She's up there with Tier Haribo.
Okay, this guy is just bugging. Like, all right, whatever.
Bambietta.
Whatever.
Guys,
yo, what's up?
Wrong
Zombie or
Geeku.
pre-zombie?
Yo,
Ron Geeku's too loyal to Geen.
How many times?
Okay, you know what? Yeah, you don't want to mess up what they had. They had a very close kind of. You know what? That's fair.
Cole, how many times do you visit Starbucks a week, Cole? Because you're looking real basic right now.
Ichigo tried to smash Ichigo the second she got back to him.
Oh man,
I'm a Dunkin' Donuts man, sir. Do you see my gut? Are you fucking crazy?
Vanilla out here, bro. That's
jelly donuts and black coffee.
All I know, I don't know how everybody else feels, but I know me and James are on the same wavelength when we say Riruka is easily one of the top girls.
Yes, sir. Yes.
She's okay. I don't have anything against her.
Okay. She's all right.
I like Jackie more.
I mean, no, you're cool teching, but Cole, I'm not listening to you right now, Cole.
I mean, that's what it is. All right, she's aight. She's aight. All right, I'm saying is that when it comes to your top girls, I'm not seeing that many women of melanated skin, sir. That's a problem.
Here's my thing. Well,
the thing is, like, objectively one of the best girls being Yoruichi Shiho, and she is one of the staples. One of the staples of every black female.
Now I hear a name. Okay.
This man.
But here's my
Where do you weigh in on this, Ace?
Bro, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I want to hear this.
Ace, lay it down, bro. Come.
We're over here talking about. I'm pretty sure because we're talking about how we like Yoruichi in her human form, and Cole wants her as a cat because he talked.
What are you talking about? Where'd that come from?
You talked about wanting to have some cats before, so
no.
That's exactly what he started with. That's it.
On my plate for fork and knife, maybe. In certain countries. Yeah, it's in certain countries, you know. In certain countries where you got to be chilling, with some renminbi, you got to come, maybe have to have a cat or two. Like, oh fuck, okay, shit, maybe.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying that's how some cultures roll.
All right, Alides, save us,
please. Please.
For me, I would have to go with two. It have to be Yoruichi or Candace Catnip. Now, see, during that fight against Asuka Nakamura, that form Yoruichi was in. That one.
That's on the ass juggle and he was done.
Oh, man.
I refer to that as her Thundercat form.
That one.
And I want to be her Lionel.
Oh my lord!
Oh my! You had to go there. You had to go there. Dude, unrelated, but remember that 2011 reboot of Thundercats? That was so dope, and then they just ended it after one season.
Yeah.
It was Netflix, right?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, was it? I don't think it was. But if it was, that they did a good job with that. Anyway.
Well, here's okay. So since we're on this topic, we'll just go with our top three girls. So Ace, you need to put in one more. But for me, I would say my number one would have to be Nemu. Number two is Riruka. And number three, I would have to say, I'll get back to you on that. Give me a second. This is gonna be rough because it's like Yoruichi is there, and then there's like a couple other girls that are in there.
Nemu,
Riruka, or Hime.
I'll put in Bambietta. I'll put in Bambietta off the top of my head.
This is hard.
Common dub.
This is a ridiculous question. I just want to point that out.
It is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
This man said pick three in a series full of 10s.
I definitely.
She's
I'm
like
gonna give you 5. Oh no, okay.
I'm gonna give you 5.
Nemu.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna give you 5. Right? I'm gonna give you Yoruichi, Tsuhayabo easily, Ron Giku easily, or Hime and Candace Catnip. Boom. That's it. Done.
Oh, so basic. Basic.
Hey, Yoriichi, really?
Basic.
I would go Nemu definitely. Yoruichi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a boob guy. I gotta go with Rangiku. You know.
Wait, don't you stand Rukia?
Yeah, but she's like on a higher tier. She's like, you know.
What is happening?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. You know, I remember watching Bleach when I was a teenager, and I thought it was like the Rukia and Ichigo thing was so cute and adorbs, and I'm like, ah.
I would say this though, Tekken.
Hold on.
Definitely has one of the better asses in the series, and we saw that face first.
Yeah, the Peach, the chapter 519.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He knows the chapter number.
Chapter 519, and as a bonus, chapter 587 is the cover page with Orihime wearing her new outfit, which is just fan service the outfit. So if boobs are involved, or ass, I know the exact chapter number, like 100%.
Yeah, his culture. I like this.
This man has his bookmark.
Dude.
Base.
Dude. Side story, really quick. I used to bring my my manga volumes to high school and read them in like study hall and shit. And anyway, I was reading them once at lunch, and my friends were like kind of like making fun of me. He's like, "You're reading like Japanese comics or whatever." And I was reading volume 26, and at the end of volume 26, there's the swimsuit spread with all the Bleach girls. And I showed my friends that, and they're like, "Damn!" And I'm like, "Ha! See, there's boobs. That's why I'm reading this."
Not gonna lie to you, that's exactly why I started reading Fairy Tail.
I mean, you can't. Flare is my favorite in Fairy Tail. But yeah, redheads. Sorry.
Damn.
Flare Corona. Fairy Tail. Yeah.
Tekking is proving he's just not a basic dude off the street.
Dude, I mean, like, there you go. Like, whatever. I've thought about this. It's okay. Anyway.
All right, so we have my top three. We have Tekken's top three. James, what is your top three for Bleach?
Ruriko, Orihime, Bambio.
Okay.
Fair enough. Cole, we got your top five. Nobody asked for it, but
I got the shirt on, dude. Represent.
Top five. There you go. Top five. Top five, dude.
I gave five.
Top five, bro. Especially after that past chapter. Woof. Anyway, Ace. What's gonna be the last girl for you?
Nemu. I forgot all about her.
Nemu.
Yeah. Bro,
Nemu.
I always had a thing for Nemu, more in particular because like her hair color and like that super short skirt just did it for me. But when that chapter came out, where they had that one panel where it was just her ass, and it was like,
oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, also her boobs definitely got bigger as the story progressed. Like Mayuri added some like rocket launchers to those things or something. I don't know. But yeah.
If Oda can do it, I mean, why not? Cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not complaining. It's just it's factual. Anyway,
oh, go ahead, Dave. What was your top three?
Let's go Halibel, Adult Nell, and Lisa Domaru.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lisa. Oh, Lisa. Okay, yeah.
I like Lisa. She's in my top five. She's in my top five.
Yeah,
Lisa's definitely in my top five. She can step.
I love how she became a captain, but even then she's like, I'm still gonna wear the midriff exposing like crop shirt. Like that's how I dress, and now I'm not changing it just because I'm a captain now. You know.
Midriffs are life, so yes.
Yeah, midriffs are. Yeah, I mean,
that was a full theme right there.
That's the thing, though, right? I feel like when we're younger and we're children or young teenagers, it's all about like the T or the A. But then when you become an adult, fully cultured man,
it's about the waist to hip ratio with the stomach.
And it's all about the midriff.
Yeah.
All I gotta say.
What happened? Is, say it one more time, Ace. Say it one more time.
I said it makes me feel extra old.
No. You've refined like wine, bro.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Yo, Zoro, top three. He's reading. He's still crying about the last One Piece chapter. So
I mean, it was pretty intense. I mean, yeah.
Yo,
I got.
You got
so okay. I'm not caught up like everyone else is, and I'm just gonna forget all of these spoilers. I have to have Yoriichi, Nemu, and I have to have Adult Nell, right? Only because I will never forget when I was reading that she called her, I forgot her mouth a throat penis, and I was just like, wait, what? I'm never gonna forget that.
Yeah.
Ever. She was like, she's a masochist. That's the adult now.
Also, it was confirmed in the club outside stuff when Kubo was answering some questions. Somebody did just ask him like, who has the biggest boobs in Bleach, and he said Nell, adult Nell. Yeah, that was his answer.
Before he drew Kiryu.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, look at her. Kiryu when she loses all the weight.
Oh, Kiryu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this was after that, so I guess he included her. Yeah.
That's interesting because like what Dave just said, and then we also have Rangiku as well. So it's just
yeah.
Well, I mean,
hey, I was happy to have that cast when I was a teenager because I'm like, okay, this is anime. Nice.
I mean, it is anime. That's basically how that works.
Yeah, that is how that works.
Shows I've seen.
I mean, I'm trying to think about it though. I just feel like that's probably a slight cap on his part. He probably just immediately thought her and said, it is what it is. I've drawn too many big breasts in my life to really keep track of who has the bigger breasts.
I think he actually mentioned that Kubo, he has a hard time drawing like big breasts because he's like, there's like a certain point where it's like, if I just draw this, it's going to look stupid. Right. And so I think he did mention that as one of the harder things for him to do.
I think
actually there was a Q&A recently. There was a Q&A recently where someone asked him if he was interested in doing porn. And he says he doesn't believe. He says he genuinely doesn't believe that his drawing skill is good enough.
Oh shit!
I mean, I would read it.
That's bullshit. That's not a bullshit.
Yeah.
But okay, Kubo, cope a little.
I mean, maybe he's just like, he's humble. He's like, I don't know if I'm into drawing hentai, guys. I don't know.
I think Cole needs to call both Kubo and Hiro Mashima up and then tell them to just collab on a hentai piece together and everybody in the world
can be happy. Mashima does it all damn time. He's fine. He's set. Like he's ready to go. Yeah. He has like so many different girls from so many different goddamn series that are all like the same girl, just different hair colors, and he just has to do all sorts of bullshit. All he has to do is draw the other shit. I mean, he draws like damn near like naked guys too. He's set.
It's very set. It is repetitive though, just with the character designs always being the same. But
just mix and matches.
That's his style.
Okay, don't you guys read One Piece? Let's stop the cat. Let's stop the cat.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, no, I'll hit myself on that one. Yeah.
Almost every girl looks like Nami. Almost.
Yeah.
Have you seen Big Mom? What?
That's why I said almost. Well, of course you go to Big Mom. That's your big white
exceptions.
Of course. You like them a little bit on the heavier side.
How many dudes? Bro, she's had more sex than me, bro.
You know what's funny? I bet like it's funny because like compared to Big Mom, King of Lightning would be the tontata that she had the baby with.
I know.
She had sex with
Oh no.
Yeah. One of her kids actually is a half tontata.
How?
I don't think about it, but it happens.
Ability, skill. It is what it is, man. She knows what she's doing, man. Hockey, fuck it, dude. She made it work. It's impressive, honestly, man. To this day.
One of those parts of One Piece I just block out of my brain.
Bro, maybe she made it work because the will of her fruit.
Nah, I don't even mind her doing that. I mind the guys that actually willingly decided to smash it. Like, you've got no self-respect at all.
Well, to be fair, if you smashed Big Mom when she was young, she actually
when she was younger, she looked like more like Nami and Robin.
But by the 50th guy, it's like, come on.
That's definitely King of Lightning time right there. That's King of Lightning time.
Well, I mean, the implication was she didn't exactly like give them a choice. I mean,
that's true too.
She wanted to make that was her goal.
Supporters about fucking Big Mom. All right, that's the same vein of bitch.
I'd rather die than have
Bambietta and Big Mom are the same vein of bitch.
Not the case.
That argument can be made, I think.
No.
Mentally, they're the same bitch. They're the same bitch. Yo, it's not the highway. It's my way or the highway.
This is why I don't respect your opinion.
There is no. No doesn't exist in my world. That's it, dude. What? Bambietta has the bodies. Big Mom has the goddamn. She has the bodies too.
What? Cool.
Shut the fuck up.
No one cares. Damn. Oh, bro.
Have you seen Prime Big Mom? Stop the cap.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like she looked good, but the whole thing is, at least she kept the dudes alive, right? So
well, you don't know that. There's like 40 husbands. Probably a lot of them are dead.
True. Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean,
Pound made it out. Actually, that's a whole thing on itself.
But we do. I mean, hey, maybe they were like male spiders. You know how certain species of male spiders just die after the act. I mean, we just don't know.
That's true.
Someone said in the chat, right? By my logic, you just have to satisfy Big Mom. Fam, I do not want to even touch her, let alone satisfy her. There's a big difference. I want to touch Bambita. Fam. Nah. It's not that I couldn't. It's just I don't want to. Simple as. I'll take the L.
Mentally touchable.
Oh, man. Anyway, I'm trying to think of a transition for this, but I can't think of one.
That's your series, guys, not mine. So, I mean,
we got a transition right here, everybody.
Yeah, let's do that.
No, but yo, listen, chat. If you guys want to ask us some questions, put it in the chat. You can also say who the questions are for. We could do that. That'll be a lot of fun. I don't do that very often for the J Room because we don't really have topics to go on. We just talk right out of our ass.
That's what I do usually.
Hey, I mean, listen, it works. That's what people want. Okay, what's your question? What's up?
Do you think that in the future, let's say it's very successful, like this new anime, would they want to do the light novels as anime episodes too, like an OVA or some kind?
We all hope.
Like there's the one, James. What's the one with the 8th Kenpachi? That's
this one.
The spirits are always, we are forever with you. Yeah, that one would be cool because I always hear people talking about that. Yeah.
If it was a movie, dope. Yeah. I think that's good as a movie.
There's the novel with Rupia's wedding. That's a good one.
JK has proven that it can be successful without the main character.
But can you fit in all that material into a movie?
Oh yeah, I think you could. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel it'd be too much. I feel it'd be like an OVA.
You know what? I've seen entire arcs of anime compressed into a movie, and I didn't think it'd be feasible, and they did it well. Black Butler did their whole like the ship arc as a movie, and I thought it turned out perfect.
You watch Black Butler, dog?
I love Black Butler.
Oh Christ!
That series is fucking awesome. I will defend that shit until. All right, let's go.
Black Butler. Listen, don't worry about Cole. Cole is very.
We all have our shojos that we read.
No. You gotta understand the thing about Cole is.
You know facts. You know I like Usagi Chan a lot. You know true.
What about Nagatoro?
Nagatoro is pretty cool.
Let's go.
Copyright strip.
Now what? You
gotta understand the thing is like Cole's the type of dude that will like a series that has men chasing after monkey balls. But God forbid you have like a God forbid you have a romance. Yeah. God forbid you have a romance series. He's like, oh no, this shit is trash. Can't have this. But monkey balls.
Who the hell says I can't enjoy good romance? I enjoy good romance.
Your history. That's what
my history says. I enjoy romance, dude. I watch freaking Angel Beats. Stop, don't even get at me. I'm watching more.
Angel Beats is good.
Whoa.
How did pain? That's not a romance. Unless you like Love and Pain. That's a whole different thing.
I'm roll to Monogatari.
Then you got to talk to my ex-girlfriend.
Monogatari is a romance. What are you talking about?
No, it's not. It has semblances, but you wouldn't consider it a part of the romance genre, no.
How was Mugen Train? Because I never saw it.
My Dress Up Darling.
Oh, so Mugen Train.
Was ass, bro. Hot.
It was. I haven't seen it. Mugen Train. I haven't seen it.
Hold on. Are we talking about the? Wait, hold on. Are we talking about the Mugen Train, the anime, or the movie?
The movie.
No, the movie. The movie is actually very good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, how did that do?
The anime is recap, so fuck that shit. I ain't watching.
Yeah, the anime was just all recap. Just skip that.
That was horrible. Skip that shit. I guess they had to because taxes. Like the Japanese Uncle Sam was fucking reaming these boys in the ass. Like, yo, what the fuck? Man?
I fully stand with you foldable and dodging Uncle Sam because all he's doing is stealing from the people. I fully stand with that decision.
Do not listen to Ramyaku Joten. He will lead you on a very, very dark path.
That's definitely not the case. You
Popo's brother should not be watching you like the
stream. Listen. First of all, I dropped the Ramyaku. Now it's just literally Joten. Hence the name just Joten, right? But all I'm saying is, if you listen to me, I will lead you to liberation with the beat of my drum. So follow me.
I get it.
Follow me.
He said the thing.
He said
that was fucking corny, bro.
Oh man. The beat of my drum. Dum, dum, dum.
All I'm trying to do is liberate some people. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into these questions. Yeah. So we got some questions here. What are your thoughts on what's currently happening with Crunchyroll?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the merger, right?
The
Yeah.
merger and the deletion of like 60 series right afterwards.
Yeah.
That happened?
Yeah, they deleted like 60 series.
Sentai's licenses have expired with them.
And the first thing
Sentai's trying to get their money on their end.
I mean,
the first thing that they do is fucking get rid of the free membership.
Mergers are like mergers are
monopoly. Boom.
Mergers are always a thing. I feel like every few months I'm always reading about like this massive corporation bought this, and it's just like I was kind of expecting that with Crunchyroll at some point, just because of how of a valuable asset it is. But yeah, and just like okay, well let's see what happens, and 60 are gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Pathetic. I hate it. Need competition in the market. You don't need a merger.
Oh, me and James, ooh, the wave. Look at. We used to go back and forth back in the day on dumb shit. Now we're just on the same wavelength.
We just weren't ready for each other then, bro. But now we're tight. We're tight.
Exactly. But that was from Grim Mood. For me, I'm a retired weeb, and I'm a full-time retired weeb, and I'm a part-time One Piece pirate. If you get my drift. So for me, it's just one of those things that it's just like it sucks, but at the same time. It's one of those things where it's just like you can actually do better, and them doing this is just like a smack in the face of people who actually do support the official releases, and then they want to sit back in their very luxurious chairs up in their ivory tower penthouse suites, and when they're doing their business meetings and go, why aren't more people supporting what we're doing? Well, because you do shit like this.
Yeah.
Wasting subscriber money on X-Arm and fucking High Guardian mid.
Yo, you mean the
Dude, that's not even mid. That shit was a straight trash, bro.
Was that a High Guardian spice disc?
Oh,
so that was a straight
wow.
right
All right. Okay.
Now I can't put this on YouTube. I'll get
canceled. Yeah, no, it's absolute crap. But I just didn't think. I thought only like
just cut it out, bro.
Like when when the best shit they were pushing was just a man walking for an opening for fucking goddamn Tower God.
Yo,
I went to
he did. Like 10. Come on, bro.
No, keep going.
Budget, man. Damn.
Anyway,
I got a gif of that guys in the chat.
But no, like, no, seriously, a problem with anime sites from day one was they don't have a full library, and there's always holes in the library and everything. And it's been like 10 plus years, and they still can't like get their shit together with that. You know,
checking. How long has it been since these fucking assles have not had the license?
He's
for
definitely not getting a sponsorship anymore from you guys. That's
it's over.
It's over. We're done. These assholes haven't had the goddamn licensing for the openings for certain like shows. So like you go back to like Marineford and Crunchyroll of One Piece, they still have the same opening for the entire damn thing.
Dude,
and they don't change for the five.
It's been forever. It's been forever, and it's like I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not like I don't know any of this crap. I don't know where it's getting tied up at. I don't get it, but like. Something's got to change, man. I don't know, because it's just fundamentally, I don't think this can like subsist on itself, you know?
Yeah, and just so people can understand, our complaints derive from the fact that they've been an entity for so long and haven't really changed that much within that time span. Because there's one thing if let's just say they were just starting now. Obviously, there's gonna be holes within their library because there's almost an infinite amount of anime. You can't get them all. There's licensing issues and there's all this type of stuff you got to deal with on the business side, money, things like that. We know that that's not going to be the case, but after time goes on and go on, we expect a little bit more. We're not really asking for much. We're asking, hey, maybe you can add like this series here or this series there, and things like that. But for the most part, nothing's really changed. No. And
just
Gold
think how long
be competent. Whoa, holy fuck!
Think how long streaming has been a thing. It's like what, like 2008, 2009 since it started as a real platform that's like actually decent. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe something will change someday. Yeah, somebody said Jungle P for One Piece goes on for like 200 episodes on Crunchyroll. Granted, that is a fire intro, but that is one of my favorites. But still, yeah.
It's crazy to see how far Crunchyroll has come. Because when I was working in the K-pop field, they were owned by the company I was working for, was Soompi. And then I know that they got bought out by a bank. And from that bank deal, that's when they got the funds to have a lot more licensing power, because Crunchyroll was along with Drama Fever, which was doing all the K-dramas back in the days as well.
I remember that, yeah.
and I forgot what was the deal that pretty much put them on the map, because what ended up happening, Crunchyroll was going to get bought by Time Warner, and instead Time Warner went and bought Drama Fever, and that was the goal. Their goal was, okay, they're going to focus on K-dramas over anime, and Time Warner just fucked everything up, and that they shut down Drama Fever. Vicky then bought Crunchyroll, and then they split, and pretty much Crunchyroll just went to continue on and prosper.
What you're saying is Crunchyroll is
we're getting passed around.
Yeah, they're basically the business version of Big Mom. Got it. Okay, so
oh my god. All right.
Galactic B asks, how do y'all feel about this? Is gonna be actually pretty good here. How do y'all feel about the power scaling of Clorox, aka Bleach?
Bleach. Okay. Hey James, you take this one.
Man, listen. I'm gonna say one thing and then I'm gonna bounce. All right. I'm gonna bounce. Hey yo, Death Battle. This man nailed it. That fucking chair is OD powerful. I don't care.
Yeah.
No one fucking says. That chair Aizen was on was fucking beastly as shit. Yo, strongest in the verse. Fuck everything else. I don't care. I am done.
I called it chair police in one of the ones. That was fun. Yeah, chair.
I love the chair, dude.
I'm gonna pass that question over to Ace.
We're just all deferring the question around, yeah.
Oh, so feel about it. The whole
you're cutting it out, Ace.
He's cutting out again.
He's cutting out again. Oh my god.
No,
Ace. He deferred to you.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, you're better now, yeah.
We'll see, Biscuit. Okay, so the power scaling with Bleach. You know, so to some arcs it makes sense, and then other times it completely doesn't. You know, clearly we see whoever has, you know, the highest, they can, you know, just push back anything. Like, for example, Soy Phone with Aizen. You know, that perfect example of so no matter what, you know, you can just, you know, focus, you know, spiritual pressure to a specific point, or just be stronger overall. I used to think that Baragon, I'm probably still saying his name wrong. I used to think there was no reason, you know, that a fight should have been long. He you know, should have just, I mean, he could just age anything. Someone said Omiyama beat him. At one point I said no. I used to think Omiyama couldn't, but someone said no. With Omiyama being that ability to age, it wouldn't matter. It would just roll over him like just wind, because he's that stronger. Yeah. And I was thinking, damn, that is a good, ain't that about a bitch. So it seems like it's tricky, because we've seen so many times where that wasn't the biggest issue is when Hisagi pierced Tosin.
Yeah.
That we're tinted. His did not have pierced Tosin in that form at all. That's the same way when Ichigo swung at Kenpachi.
But he was caught off guard, right?
But he was like weaker at that point. He was like almost defeated, I think. Yeah.
Like there was some stipulation with that. Yeah, I thought.
Well, no, wait, no, yeah, I have to hold on. I have to remember that fight. Yeah.
Resurrection form, like that bug form, like
he was in the Ryu from Death Note form.
Well, you could argue his like spirit was kind of unbalanced at that point if you wanted to like damage control it.
Thinking about, you know, Izards, you know, Ichigo in his full hollow form, you know, because someone weaker than Ichigo in his full hollow form, here's Ichigo. Excuse me, Hisagi is just a regular, well, at the time, just a regular lieutenant, no Bunkai. So you mean to tell me Hisagi with a sealed Zanpato can pierce Tosin in that form?
I guess you could say in that point, like, you know, he was like a hollow, and so the form wasn't stable. Also, the idea that I guess you have to at least focus on the attack in order to block it like Kenpachi did, although he kind of made it sound like it was just a default thing. I'm not really sure about that.
You could also argue it depends on how big the gap is as well.
Yeah.
Because in the Soifan and Aizen thing, it's like, oh, well, my spiritual pressure is double yours, so I don't even have to really take notice for it to not take effect. So if the gap's a little bit less than that 50%, hypothetically, then, you know, maybe it can still do some damage. Maybe not as potent, but still do damage. Physically.
Didn't Aizen say that during Kyokusui Getsu, though?
Hmm?
Huh?
Didn't Aizen say that during Kyokusui Getsu?
What did he say?
Well, his statement about spiritual pressures.
Oh, he said that against Soifone.
Yeah, when she was under Kyokusui Getsu.
Yeah, she got tagged, and then
so basically, what you're saying that could have been just an illusion in the first place?
He could have just been them, like him, like messing with them, like not being serious. Because Aizen does troll a lot. Yeah.
Now, I don't know how credible this dude is. Probably not credible at all. But when this dude Hisagi beat Findor Carius, right?
Yeah.
He had the Reiatsu of a captain. Hisagi does not, but Hisagi still rolled him. So, I mean, maybe it's like the gap has to be so substantially large to where it actually takes an effect, or you have to be able to control your Reiatsu properly to actually make like an invisible wall or shield. Like maybe Kimachi had that control of his Reiatsu. Potentially had that going for him. But it is inconsistent in a lot of ways. That's for sure. It's just that I feel like in terms of like the whole Reiatsu crush thing, it was a thing that applied kind of like, let's say, Dragon Ball Z key levels, like they apply like starters, but then they at some point they just didn't fucking matter. You know, that's how I feel about that. Honestly.
I feel a little bit differently. I feel like when it comes to Bleach, power scaling Bleach characters against one another is difficult. Only because Bleach is really, at the end of the day, a series of matchups. It's not Bleach was never really a series of let me overpower this character. It was always more so about does my technique match up well against yours, and if it does, this is exactly how I'm going to win or how you're going to lose. And
unless you're Chad, and then you just lose every.
Hey, give my man some respect.
I want Chad to do some really cool shit in this arc. Chad deserves like a straight up win, not a win where he loses immediately after either.
Chad is the only dude.
To fight the second strongest captain at the time. Like he walked into Kyoku's house. That was
bad luck for him.
But like, a good example I was talking about was like Ichigo versus Aizen. Because Ichigo, he had that matchup against Aizen where he works out against Aizen simply because of the conditions of which Aizen's Zanpakuto needs to be met in order for him to have control of people's perception. But Ichigo hasn't gone through that. So Bleach is usually, for what I see it as, just matchups.
I think he would have broken out of it eventually, though.
More than
the war, he probably would have negated it.
100%, I agree with that too. But that's just an example of how like matchups could be an actual big issue for Bleach characters, even if that character is a lot stronger than the person they're fighting against.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think Ichigo could break out of it, and I say that because even to the last fight, Aizen had Dagon Yuha under Kyokusui Getsu.
This is true.
Yeah, look at that. What happened? Yeah,
and he was able to look into all possible features. So I guess he saw himself getting clapped by
every single one. He got to see himself get defeated 8 million times.
Some Doctor Strange shit, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
You know crazy as fuck. Honestly, yo, I gotta see this man in action. I can't wait for it. My nigga Masty Masculine. Let's fucking go.
Oh, Masty Masculine. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Masty.
What about your? But what about your boy?
My boy.
What about your boy? Hold on. Let me get. No.
Not
That's just the truth. Yeah.
Listen, Cole. What about you? Oh, wait, hold on, Cole. No, Cole. What about your boy?
Pepe. Swear to God.
Pepe,
wake up, brother. Yeah. No, I feel sorry for the animator that has to do that.
Where's the Pepe love?
Oh, by the way,
I feel sorry for the animator that has to draw that.
Yeah, that's gonna be the scene where he's in the diaper, the man diaper.
Bless that man.
That was horrific. Listen, man.
By the way, James, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Oda, once again, I did it again.
Oda.
Kubo did confirm that Stern Ritter S, that was James. He was
that was
little
James.
He was the little guy, and then Mask was the embodiment of his
Mask
power.
got the power from James.
Yeah, that was it. Okay.
You can do it, superstar.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yo, we got a very important question here.
I love this fight.
All right, we gotta go one by one, and I'm gonna name everybody off one by one so we don't get confused here. Shrimp, yay or nay? Asked by Grim Mood. Popo go. Shrimp, yay or nay?
Oh, shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp. Yay or nay?
Of course, it's always a yay.
Okay, James already said nay. I'm gonna go yay. Cole, he already said yeah. I already know. No point asking him. Go ahead, Tekken.
I love seafood, so yeah, yay, 100%.
Okay, well, the yay is winning. I like this. I think Elite Ace is gonna say yay, right?
No, he can't say yay.
Yeah, that's a thumbs up for shrimp.
No. Yeah,
The betrayal.
The
betrayal.
Look at Ace having a fine dinner while we're having.
Look at the fork holding, bro. He's got delicacy, bro.
That's great.
Time over here.
Dave, save us.
Right there, man.
Oh, there you go.
You're asking Zoro to save you? Really?
No, I'm not asking Zoro. No, I'm asking Dave. Dave, yay or nay?
So yay.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I can't ask Zoro. Zoro fed me ramen and
He's
cheese. I don't trust that man's taste.
It's a tie.
It's
Zoro's
Abraham.
gonna say no, of course. So it's a tie.
Shrimp is godly.
It was Popo, me, Tekking, and Dave. So yay wins. Zoro's not here.
I would recommend corn.
Because Zoro's gonna say no, like regardless. That's how Zoro rolls.
Oh my lord! Can we really trust Zoro's taste? This man fed me ramen and cheese in South Korea, bro.
This man works in a restaurant. He works in a bakery. He's fucking.
That's what I mean. No.
Yo,
we're not. No. He fed me ramen and cheese. I don't trust it.
Listen, man, shrimp is godlike.
It's not godlike, dude.
Yes, it is, man.
I recommend coconut shrimp is probably my favorite.
There's a reason why in the Bible Jesus said, and I quote, "Hey yo, these things are fucking nasty. Don't eat this shit." And
that was in Psalms 3:14. Yeah, that was
That's right.
Quoted exactly. Yeah.
He said any nigga that eats shrimps is fucking foul. Stop it.
That's one of the plagues in the Bible is shrimp, I guess.
Shrimp scourge. It's fucking gross.
You know what? He didn't follow the beat of the drum of freedom. So it is what it is.
I freed myself.
He made the drum. He made the drum.
We should just get like shirts that say that.
So for killing your dreams, no, it's not that. It's actual ramen and cheese. So the whole inside joke is that
ramen and cheese.
Zoro fanboy likes his mac and cheese very watery.
Yes, very.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Like how watery? Like a soup, basically.
Watery.
That's why I call it. That's why I call it.
Very watery.
That's why I call it ramen and cheese. That's why I call it ramen and cheese.
All right. I mean, that's honestly that is what you get at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, to each their own. You know what I mean?
Hey, like exactly. Hey, you know, he said, "Oh, I just."
Yes, like ketchup bottle.
Dude, Brandon Bai was the only one who bear witness to the face that I had when I saw that bowl of ramen and cheese, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I mean, I'm sure we all have our little weird things that we eat that other people would be like,
absolutely. Yeah. It's just a funny inside joke.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
Live octopus one, you know.
I've never had octopus, but I want to have takoyaki very bad. I need to go to Japan. I've never had takoyaki.
I haven't had it either, so.
Yeah, yo,
you definitely had takoyaki.
Okay, pull up to New York.
I didn't try it last time.
Pull up to New York and then bring some money.
That was hot as shit, bro. What is that?
Okay, I would say.
I saw the steam come out of that fucking cup.
Geysering steam, like the fortress of Isengard.
My man's got a whole fucking hot spring in his cup. Oh, it's a candle. Oh, right. I thought it was a.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah. No. I saw you lighting that earlier. I'm like, what is Ace doing? Is he lighting his pipe? Like, what is that thing?
No, he's having a fucking candlelit dinner, lads.
Yeah. He's having a candlelit dinner because he's,
Jeez.
He's
fancy, bro. You love to see it.
Teching an Anime NYC. I'm going to Anime Expo in LA this summer, so that'll be fun. Yeah. It's different.
Give him free hugs. He loves them.
I like hugs. Yes, hugs are fun.
Especially if you're really smelly. He'll really appreciate that.
But Cole and Popo, were we planning on going to Anime Expo?
We could.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know we were planning on DreamCon.
Yeah, DreamCon. Well, see, DreamCon's on the weekend of my birthday. Anime Expo's the week beforehand. So I mean, I'm down to.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, if we do Anime Expo instead of DreamCon, that's fine. I have to go to Long Beach. I'm still planning on doing Long Beach in August and Denver in October.
This is gonna be rough.
I
wouldn't mind going. Yeah, so like from New York to Cali, from Cali to Texas back to New York. Yeah, that'd be the idea.
That's a lot of.
I mean, it's a 2-week trip. If we do that.
Yeah, basically.
Woo! I'm gonna have to sell myself on the corner real quick.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, we got.
I mean, we could just like like we could just because like I'm not too sure how like good Amex was going to be this year, to be quite fair. But I know that like all the guys like I know that everyone I know that like Matt B, Braga, all them plan on going to like DreamCon. Okay, fine. So we can pull up the DreamCon. That was the major one. I just kind of want to peep what's going on in Anime Expo and just see what's kind of like is anything important there. Maybe because I have to see like what the schedule, like what the plans are, all that shit.
All right.
Well, we're trying to get
that pier that was in last. We're not doing that. Okay. 2019.
Hey, yo,
going to K-Town.
I need Young Bayou's number, yo.
No, you
We're
don't.
trying to get a One Piece D&D panel there. Me, because Rustage runs that, and then Noble lives out there, so we're trying to get that working. But even if it doesn't happen, we'll still like.
Is the
I've never been
coming out around the time.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
yeah, that's right.
We already got at my store because the reason I was late because I was in a tournament. But we getting the One Piece card game. It should be the Japanese one come out in July. So it's around the same time. So
really?
I've heard there's gonna be an area demoing the Japanese card game with some of the English cards at Anime Expo. Not sure if it's still gonna happen, but they've been pushing it nonstop on Twitter, other social media platforms for the One Piece card game. And a couple of stores like that I'm affiliated with already like put pre-orders in. So it's supposed to be pretty big.
I summon Monster Point Chopper in attack mode. Win the
He gets
game.
fucking crushed by every other ass.
I mean, seriously, I have no idea what it's going to be like, but I'm excited for the One Piece card game. I want to see what they can really pull out here. Yeah.
If it looks good, just collect the card.
Yeah. So they are going to have signed cards from what I've told, right? I'm not sure this will be kept, but similar to the Mushoku Tensei card here that I have, right?
Wow.
This card here
just had that on standby.
$800, right?
Holy shit.
Yeah, so this is it was $1,000 like last week, but it's $800. But they have signed cards by the voice actors and voice actresses. And from what I was told, One Piece is gonna have that for certain cards as well. So if they do have that, then that's when the value of these cards are gonna go up, especially if there's any cards signed by Oda or any of the voice actors.
Oh my god, that would be epic though.
That will drive the value of these cards up.
So you're talking just like get the sealed booster packs and you just find like a signed Oda Luffy or some shit.
And
would that be available on a booster pack, or would that be like you have to actually get it somewhere? Like
no, they'll be in the
booster packs. They'll be in actual booster packs.
Okay.
The other thing is that if you guys buy One Piece boxes, and this is a tip for everybody here, if you keep a case of the One Piece box and just keep it for a few years, you'll probably have the Pokemon effect. It's similar to Digimon. And Pokemon, like the first base set for Pokemon is like
Jungle and Fossil. If you have sealed versions of that, that's
the first edition,
but who has that?
200,000.
Okay, so just keep the box that's completely new, brand.
Keep it
in the
sealed.
corner somewhere.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
One of the things you're like picking yourself as a kid, like why didn't I just buy an extra pack of Jungle?
I was
just keep sealed,
everyone did that shit. Like, yo, I'm running through all my ocean. Wait, hold on. I got a Pokemon card somewhere. Yo, I had a whole binder full of these things. Like, did I throw them out?
My mom saved every burger. I was not allowed to open Burger King toys because she's like, these will be worth money someday. I'm like, Mom, why didn't you just with the cards?
There's Dalmatians of that.
These Pokemon cards are not going to be worth anything. It's just a fad.
Charizards now, like.
Yeah. Yo, this man is doxing his own income. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Y'all want to see the Charizard? I mean,
show. Whip it out. All
right,
I actually have a So I actually got one of the first One Piece cards early. I have my limited edition Ace card right here.
USB.
Yeah, Ace.
Yeah, man. Collect it. I mean, even Legos, old school Legos, like you can get them certified. A lot of them, I'm not sure if you get Legos graded. Like I know you can get comics graded, but the main money for card games come into the graded market.
Like the CGC and stuff. Yeah,
because like the first edition base set Charizard recently sold yesterday for over $400,000.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
How much?
Over $400,000. It was on CNN. Yeah. Because there was only 121 copies of that specific Charizard that was a perfect 10 with PSA grading. So yeah, $400,000, and that's not the other one that sold last month was for $320,000. So yeah,
that's
Pokemon
a thing.
Old school cards. Yeah, if you can get them graded and they come out as a good grade with a 9, mainly you want all 10s. Then yeah, you're talking about serious money.
All right. Well.
Holy.
Okay. So
All right, we got some other questions here, but before that, I'll just say the One Piece card game would be the perfect card game ever created, as long as they don't have a signature for Sanji's voice actor or for any Sanji card in existence.
Oh, David Moo from the 4Kids dub.
Oh yeah, you know what? Him, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
you know
him?
what? Yeah. Just make him be the Sanji signature.
How you know his name, yo? He knows David Moo, man.
Yeah, because his name is David Moo. That's such a distinct name, you know.
Yo, listen. I got the feeling that these cards are gonna be like very accessible in Japan, but over here it's gonna be hard as fuck. Like, okay,
I don't think so.
Like,
oh no,
I don't think so.
It's gonna be. You mean hard to get the cards?
Yeah, because like all these like accessible cards are probably like I don't know like what their shipping schedule is, like how many they're gonna make like in like the first launch cycle of the cards or however fucking work.
Well,
exactly.
The thing is, Bandai is running.
I'm pretty sure.
Bandai's doing it.
Yeah,
So to give you an example, right? Because I could perfectly explain about what happened with Digimon. So Digimon, the Digimon's had multiple card games. They're like One Piece, but this new one came out in 2019, and I got the box on the pre-release, and it was $75, right? Then when I told Jolton about the Digimon game, he was like, "Let me know about Set 2." When Set 2 was about to come out, that $75 box was now $180 just for the box itself, right? And because it brung the Omnimon card, which is I have locked up somewhere over there. At that time, that Omnimon was like $300. It's now like $57 right now because it's not getting used competitive play unless you have the graded version, which sold for like $4,000.
Okay.
But what happens, Bandai is they're weird because sometimes they're gonna get hit with these shortages, and usually the first set is the set that's shorted because there's everybody who's trying to get the first set, and either they're trying to get it to resell or they're trying to get it to just keep it. You know, and have it locked up. Because right now, the first set of Digimon, if you can get a case, they're like $1,500 for a case, and that brings you 12 boxes. But the prices for the first set is always going to be the most expensive, unless you're Dragon Ball, where you know, because their set 7 was like $5,000 a box right now, something like that. But I mean, that could be the same way for One Piece. I mean, I believe it will be.
I also think it's just, you know, a lot more people now are aware that like, oh, I can buy these cards and resell them for more or save them for a couple months. And so that's like the whole problem with the shortage of Yu-Gi-Oh cards the last year or Pokemon too, everything. People started to realize they could do this and kind of screwed it over for everybody.
Yo, this sounds like fucking, this sounds like NFTs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
This is some NFT shit. This is some crypto fucking
but what guaranteed value behind it instead, like, because I mean, you could get rug pulled easily.
Well, you're convincing me, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
The
now,
card game.
If you play it right, I mean, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like, I mean, all I've been doing is card games forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of crypto, niggas.
Oh, that's fine.
That's my shit. That was my whole year 2021. I'm like,
next question, Jotun.
Hey, well, I mean, you know, we can all come together and make a new NFT called Nels Moon.
Man.
Nels Moon coin, and then you know.
Hey, yo, listen, I promise you, if fucking Kubo or Oda or Kishimoto did art exclusive NFTs, these things would fucking sell for tens of thousands, just like
that's something that actually has true value, unlike the actual NFTs that are out right now, which is
the apes are like fucking like
17 million different monkeys, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
the monkey's like 300K. I'm like, fucking Christ, man. Like, these things are hell expensive.
To anyone with a brain that looks at that monkey goes, this shit, no, suck my dick.
You tell them that, man. You tell them that, yo, because these things are making them fucking bank, yo. Like, I think you have a board that you have. I think they go for like a minimum of like 20,000 or something. It's
holy
dumb.
shit!
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we got another question here from Jay Hen, specifically to Elite Eight. Will you ever like the greatest thing to come from Ichigo Kurosaki? His theme song, number 1. That's a no.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Breaking up?
Oh,
yeah, he's breaking up as well, yeah.
Oh damn, yo. Comcast?
I'm just happy it's not my internet for a
These guys
change.
are from the top rope, like yo fucking rock flash. Like damn, son.
Damn, man. Times are rough Bleach still, 2022, it seems like, huh? All right, so we had another question here. Let me see. What do we got? Okay, that's the one I just asked. Oh, I think that question just got plowed by the chat. Oh my lord. So basically, someone asked. I'll just go off memory. Someone asked, have we seen Gintama, and if we did, who's our favorite character? I mean,
Gintama. I'll answer it really quick. I've only seen a few episodes. I would just say Gintoki is my favorite because I've only seen like 3 episodes. He's pretty badass. He's pretty funny.
Kagura.
Never seen it. Never seen it. Well, no, I have seen it. I don't like it. So there you go.
You need patience with it, unfortunately. Like I trudged through that shit.
Oh God.
Really? Okay. Like, it's maybe it's funny, but I think it's more funny for like I think Japanese.
Yeah, that's what I get the impression.
It's too. Yeah.
It's like pop culture references and stuff, so it's like more like Japanese. If you like live there, you'd understand it better.
Yeah, and I know folks want to watch it. I'm like, yo, okay, I can watch it, but you gotta give me 500 gifted subs at least. Like, what the fuck? Bounty board.
Like, I'm trying to think of like what's an American parallel to that? Like, what's a show that's just filled with American pop culture references?
Like Johnny Bravo or something?
No, it'd be more
Johnny
like,
Bravo. Okay,
no,
yeah.
No, that's more like South Park.
Yeah. Okay.
The Simpsons, Family Guy. So like, you have someone from Japan watch that and go, I don't understand what's going on here.
And South Park is actually not very popular in Japan for that reason. It's not.
Yeah, because like a lot of them tend to go into either political issues that's happening in America or social issues, and that's not what's happening over in Japan.
Exactly. Yeah.
I only remember one thing from Gintama, and that's when during the opening, like I saw it on YouTube like last week. It was like an opening that they had. Literally, it was an opening that they had, and in the middle of the opening, like the characters just like crashed, and they was like, "Yo, you messed up the opening." He was like, "Well, how was I just know it's supposed to be like 460 episodes of this?" That was funny.
They have a lot of like fourth wall breaking stuff.
There's a lot of fourth wall breaking stuff.
There was one moment where, or one episode where, like, I think he's voiced by the same guy that does Zoro. This dude, like, is like a policeman or some bullshit like that. And then
you mean Woro, right?
Whatever his name is, right? All right, fuck whatever. Listen, this dude in Gintama, he just loved mayonnaise, like OD.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And then he's doing some like Japanese pop culture cooking show, and everything he does is just mayo. So I'm gonna do like a mayo sandwich. All I need is bread, mayo, bread. And then everyone's cheering like, "Oh my god, I'm like, what the fuck is happening?" You know, I don't understand. I'm not comprehending. Like, this is not.
I will say, there is a lot of types of like mayonnaise in general, but like in Japanese and Japan, they have like a lot of different variations of that. So I don't get the whole thing though.
Dude, anyway. Like if you stack mayo on top of mayo, you got problems, man. We got way bigger issues.
I've never been a huge fan of mayonnaise myself. I didn't like it, period, when I was a kid. Now I can kind of deal with it, but in small quantities.
Shit. You want the fancy shit. Like for me, I like that fucking avocado mayo primal.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
That shit's fucking good.
I can't know it's there. Like for me, like just don't, if it's there.
Well, here's the thing.
Hey, yo, I
know, yeah.
No matter I didn't even. Say, everyone here's better than Zoro. This man right here, this man is fucking foul.
No,
dude,
Cole, bro,
he's Italian. It blows my mind.
It's crazy because not only is he Italian, but his family owns a restaurant, so you would think he'll be like, my ingredients are so important to me. But then when it's not. It is not. Okay. But then when we all go out and this guy has we have food, this guy's taking out every single ingredient on the plate. And it's just like, bro, what are you doing? That's the food. He's like, I don't like this. I don't like this. So I'm like, what do you mean you don't like this? Like, Zoro's the type of dude with a cheeseburger. Okay, Zoro's the type of dude with a burger. He only wants the meat and the buns. That's it.
That's it.
No. Mustard. He'll take mustard or something like that.
No garnish?
Yeah. Just mustard, meat, and bun.
Now you know. Now, chat. Now you know why I don't trust Zoro. At least with the food taste. I don't.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't have you being. From the land of food, and then you just like, I don't like food. It raises eyebrows.
I didn't realize until I started to cook. Like, I mean, like honey mustard, there's mayonnaise in that as the base. I mean, there's a lot of sauces that use mayonnaise. I'm like, that's why you use it for. I'm like, okay, but yeah.
We had a question here. Oh, that was the question that I liked. For anyone here who saw Ranking of Kings, how are we going to rank Ranking of Kings?
I haven't seen it.
What?
I haven't seen it.
Sorry.
No.
There's no way.
10 out of 10.
Well, okay, so who hasn't seen it? Who hasn't seen it?
I have not seen it.
Oh,
I know leaks about it, but I ain't seen it.
Oh yeah, I like the humble brag. Yeah, I got leaks about it, but I haven't seen it.
I got connections.
Can you leak when it's gonna come back?
No, but I know it's gonna. No, but it's gonna get
it's like 3 to 4 years now.
No. It's gonna be like there's gonna be an announcement this year for like 10 episodes. So.
Tekking rarely watches seasonal anime. Yeah, you're right. I don't. I am very bland with my anime taste. There's always like 30 anime that come out every season.
He's a busy YouTuber. Come on.
I do a lot. Yeah.
The thing though, like
10 out of 10 series.
Ranking of Kings, I feel like is similar to One Piece's world building in the way they build their world building.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I actually like a lot about One Piece. But there's a lot more that goes into it. With Ranking of Kings, so it's really interesting how they were able to establish how the series is done. So at first they kind of do the world building for Ranking of Kings, and then the series kind of translates later on to more character driven stories. But then the series ends once again by going, oh, here comes more world building. So I give it a 10 out of 10. It's definitely I personally think it's the best anime I've seen within the last.
I've heard a lot of praise.
Within the last 12 years, like going back to the 2010s, I'll put this as my number one.
Wow,
easy.
I've heard a madness about it.
I should go check it out then. Yeah,
no, it's absolutely fantastic.
Even close friends of mine are saying 10 out of 10. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I think it's in my top 10 anime of all time.
Easily, 100% easy.
Yeah, like it's mind blowing. How from the first episode we was like, oh wait, this is something special.
Yeah, this is different.
And each episode afterwards, like the amount of emotions it could peel out in one episode. You have anger, like there was anger,
frustration,
joy,
happiness,
pain, crying. Like there was, I think it was episode 17. I might be off an episode. It was a roller coaster. And then with Studio, since they're the ones that was doing it, like. The animation that they did for the third to last episode was just
the fight. It was the major fight.
The major fight that they did. It was just another mind-blowing episode. But the storytelling of Ranking of Kings is what really, I have to put it in my top 10 of all time.
It's just something else, man. Yeah. Like Witch Studios, like that's like one of their passion projects, and they kicked ass. I mean, all dude. That fucking, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like what they took from like Attack on Titan, they brought in such a really dope ass fucking way, I would argue, in like Ranking of Kings in certain scenes. Like I don't want to spoil anything.
Like the set pieces, their set pieces,
yeah, right,
their choreography, it's just amazing, dude. Yeah.
And like just the characters, I was surprised just how well executed almost every character is. It's like every character just has so much like development and love, and it's done so very subtle a lot of times, but in a great way. It all ties in together in an awesome fucking way. Like even the last episode, I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, the last episode was holy fuck. That show was amazing.
and just to say this one, like, because it's not really a spoiler. This is what you learn going in. The main character can't speak. So how do you build a series like this around a character that can't speak? And you'll see for yourselves when you guys watch it.
The only show I can think of that does that, it's an animated show called Primal. It's done by the same person that did Samurai Jack. And it's a caveman and a dinosaur, and the caveman doesn't speak. It's, so it's actually a pretty good story. But yeah, that sounds interesting. I should check that out. Yeah.
So one can't speak, and then the main character just goes fucking ow. Yo, it's so dumb. That's my nigga. That's my nigga.
It's adorable. There, he was like, "We said
never so high." Just like you guys understand. Yes, never. Oh, I love it. I love it.
And then at the very end of episode 1 with the boop, oh my lord, bro, that was so fucking hype. You know what I'm talking about, Cole?
You guys, definitely.
Dude, oh man, I love that show.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's definitely worth a watch. It's like the music is fantastic. Opening, ending, both for Core 1, Core 2 is fantastic. The insert songs, the OSTs, they always match the theme of what's going on in particular.
Good job.
Real quick, I'm forgetting here. Which studio is gonna do Bleach? Mappa?
No, isn't it still Studio Pero?
Yeah,
Pero.
Yeah.
Pero.
Yeah,
Oh,
Studio
okay.
Pero. Yeah.
Check.
Why is it so different? Or maybe I guess the times changed.
Yeah, the times has changed. Technology,
you mean
know.
We're all getting older. We're all in our 30s.
What do you mean
Even if we're
different?
not, we
I
are.
don't know what you're talking about. I'm
Yeah.
fucking 21, dude.
This man.
I'm gonna be 29 next month. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Jeez.
I got a question. I got a
Am
question.
I the
Hey,
oldest here?
what's
Damn.
up, James?
As reviewers, if you could
Yeah.
go back,
Yeah.
back into the chapter reviewing error, not just
Yeah.
Bleach, but the chapter reviewing error, what would you do differently?
I would suck the shit out of One Piece's massive, humongous cock.
Oh, dude, that's like if I had the choice to pick, like if I start with One Piece or start with Bleach.
Oh my god.
You can't change the future, but you gotta change like how. Right?
Oh, I would probably just learn more
People
shit
One
about
Piece from
editing
chapter
and like
one.
getting a decent camera because I didn't know shit about anything back then.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
My man was on the Movie Maker.
Yeah, I used Windows Movie Maker
Yeah.
version 2.6 for the first
Damn.
150 Bleach reviews I did.
Bro.
That was not fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
and then
struggle.
And then
Dude.
somebody finally gave me a pirated copy of Power Director. And I'm like, hey,
Nice.
thank you.
I'll get
The
I'll get
struggle was
I'll get like
real.
an editor. I'll get an editor as fast as humanly possible. If people still did that shit back then.
Oh, I'm
And
sure you can
then-
find someone. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
probably.
was way more expensive back then. I mean, yeah, at that
and
time because
then
editing was such.
It was a niche market
yeah.
for sure. Now a lot more
Yeah.
people know how to do it. You know, it's more accessible.
Yeah.
And then what's like really smart, I think, is whenever anime's coming out that you think is like a very hot anime, like whether it was gonna be like Fire Force or like Demon Slayer in particular, you want to cover that shit in the manga beforehand, read that content, so then when the anime's popping off, you can be like explaining this fucking person's sword skill, like oh shit, like 100,000 views,
Yeah.
like whoa, yeah, that's it's fucking.
Or
Brilliant.
you could literally make
Yeah.
the video for Demon Slayer before anyone even knew. None
Yeah.
of these powers
Yeah.
are real. They're just breathing and they're swinging
just-
their swords. None
mean,
of this
just
is
in-
real.
Just in general, you could be like,
Yeah.
oh, I know this manga that's obscure now is going to get an anime in 2 years and everybody's going to love it. So I'm just going to focus
for
on
me,
this now.
Yeah.
For me, I would definitely would have went back in time for Naruto and say how Kaguya was gonna ruin the series, ruin the ending of
Oh,
Naruto.
yeah.
Oh wait, I already did that. I'm so fucking good at what I do.
No, what surprised me about Elite Ace's videos is not once did he get copyright strikes for having all those clips in the back of his TV, mate.
He's
Yeah,
the
I was
GOAT.
wondering about that.
Oh,
yeah.
He's the GOAT.
It was smart.
He's the goat.
Oh,
What's funny is
He's like, what's funny?
is actually.
Uh-oh.
it's one of those things where I had it muted. That's the one thing I figured out.
The audio will get
okay,
you.
we'll see. Yeah. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's still transformative because it's a review, and that's
Yeah.
not the main thing on the screen. So
Yeah, but Japan doesn't give a fuck, man. Like,
Yeah,
so
now
I mean,
they
I don't know if
don't.
you know. So I mean, no, like, even back then, I think because like now,
Oh,
like, what
yeah.
happened with I don't even know, of course, like totally not Mark.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Oh,
what
yeah,
happened- yeah. So what happened to Mark, the whole like all hundreds of videos were just taken down like that.
It was like
because-
160. It was
yeah,
ridiculous.
because they were available in Japan. That's the problem. It's like that. Like I personally redirect Japan from all my content because I want to deal with these fuckers. I don't care because I like my guys use clips sometimes and motion stuff, sometimes audio too, and that could just get you flagged. So it's like what at least they did too is like it makes sense in terms of like it's in the background, so visually the algorithm can't read it that well, and there's no audio, so it's actually a pretty fucking smart move. But I don't know if that works. That may not work now. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may not work now. Like you could try Elite, but I don't know. I'll be kind of sketchy on that.
Movie, live action movie. I hope I'm not.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
But action movie, yeah, they notified me about something. I was like,
Netflix
Really?
in particular would be really
Yeah.
upset. Yeah, because that's Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. makes
It's
sense.
weird because they allowed Squid Game reactions, but certain series.
Oh.
I mean, usually with Korean content in general, they're more lenient because that was my field.
Mhm.
But whenever I did the Japanese reaction for something, just like even if it was a Korean artist doing the opening, like for instance, Boa singing "Every Heart" for Inuyasha, like that's an immediate like copyright strike, bro. Like they just do not care. Japan is just on one. They don't care, man.
Yeah. Korea too, honestly. Like the webtoon shit and the webcomics are fucking annoying as shit. I mean, what the hell is happening
Korea
here, man?
was different. That's
like,
America.
Fuck Korea, man. Like,
no.
I love
that was
Korea,
America,
Korea,
bro.
Man. Like, yo.
That
What do you
blame
mean?
LA. That was LA.
Yo, me and Roger, and then you gotta deal with like soul leveling bullshit. I'm like,
yo,
what the fuck is
that
this?
blame.
Yeah, me and Popo
China.
almost became fathers in Korea, so fuck Korea for that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Look, I would have been. All right, I don't know about you. I would have been happy.
I would have been happy too, except for the child part. I wasn't ready for that.
Well,
But the ramen.
At least
my Lord.
yours was solved. I had to go back to Korea to find out.
That is true.
So, yeah,
that is true.
Like,
but here's the thing, though. You didn't have to.
They don't know the lore.
Well, but here's the thing, Popo. That is true. But for me, I had to go through the moment where we're both just standing there butt naked, and I have to talk to him who doesn't even know English on how everything's gonna be okay.
You kicked open my door.
Google Translate, bro.
You guys live very interesting lives.
Yeah,
traveling.
It's called pull-out game. Try using it.
No. Here's the thing. Let's do this. All right, let's do the story.
Okay,
we're gonna do the too long didn't read version.
I will be judging.
I definitely did pull out, but here's the thing. Not only did I pull out, but the snake was covered.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Now when I was beginning to pull out, she wrapped her legs around me.
As you do. Yeah.
Yeah, because like you understand, Bambietta would not kill me because my game is too strong.
That's
exactly what I was doing. Well, Ace is right. I was literally pulling out just like that.
That's when you know that.
I was pulling out just like that. She wrapped her legs around me. She pulled me back in. And the universal friction of me pulling out and me coming back in made the rubber fall off.
How loose is that condom?
Yeah.
No. It was, first of all, let me just say both things. If you get my drift, both things
I get a smaller size, baby.
No. Let's just say both things were extremely tight. If you get my drift. So because of the universal friction, it just popped off.
Okay.
Yeah, it
was. Look, Jota, you're my boy, right? But are you
Yeah.
sure it wasn't a bit too big for the junk?
No. Let me tell you, I actually have a difficulty finding things that actually fit because put like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so here's the
Impressive.
thing.
We're gonna get to all the lore.
So I pulled out the golden covered condom. We should all know what the gold cover means, right? Everybody knows what the gold cover means?
Yeah.
Exactly, the magnums, right? Now I pulled out the magnum. Now she's like, she actually
like,
they don't have magnums in South Korea. This is actually not a joke. They don't.
Yeah, you gotta bring your.
It's an American thing. I think.
She asks, "What is that?" And I said, "This is a condom." And then she goes, "No, this is a condom." Then she pulled out some extra small ass shit that they have in South Korea, and I'm like, "That's not gonna work," right?
Yeah.
And then she was
this
like,
man Jota rolled up with fucking Kokujo Tengen Myo, like
Kokujo Tengen Myo, Dongai Joe.
So then we had this moment where she was like, I'm pretty sure you could fit into it, and I told her, I bet you can't. I bet I can't. So then I tried and it didn't fit, and then she said, "Oh my god!"
It rubber bands across the room as you try to.
It did the Luffy across the room. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Luffy. Yeah, it just straight up Luffy. He was liberated. He was free because he was no longer in the package, and
I'm such a bitch that even if I'm wearing a condom, like I get so anxious and paranoid, I have to go get Plan B straight away. Like it's not a question. I'm that. No, I get that paranoid.
No, but here's the thing though. You don't do the sync test.
Huh?
You don't do the sync test.
The fuck's the sync test?
So the sync test is you leave everything within the rubber, right? And then you put it underneath the sink, and then you put water in. And if there's leakage, then you go and get Plan B. If it doesn't, you're safe. That's the sync test.
Yeah, I mean, that's the test we did.
That is actually the test I did. Like after that happened, and
that's hard science right there.
Yes, exactly. Yo, put me as the leader at CDC. Everybody would be safe. Anyway.
Okay then.
I actually did that.
No, but yeah, so like literally I kicked Popo's door open after all this goes down. After I spent like 45 minutes trying to calm this girl down because she was crying, because in South Korea at the time, I don't know if it's the same thing now, but at the time getting the morning after pill is on the black market. Not so not so easy to do. Right.
Okay.
So she was freaking out. Right. So after the whole thing happened, and I'm sitting there looking like Lizard from Spider-Man after he got cured in the latest Spider-Man movie, just standing there naked. Connor just standing there naked, talking to her in a language she doesn't even fucking understand. Finally, she leaves or whatever, and Popo is just on his laptop, mind his own business. Next thing you know, the door just comes flying open. I kicked it open like I'm FBI coming in. I'm explaining to him the story, and then he's like, "We gotta do the test." I'm like, "All right, let's do the test." So then we do the test, and then nothing leaked. I'm like, the only thing I could hope for at this point is that due to the universal friction, it didn't like flip flop, and some of my babies came out.
We need to get a T-shirt line that just says "Universal Friction."
Hey, you know what?
There you go.
Everybody go to my merch store. My merch store. I will have that up very soon. There you go. So then she hit me up like 2 days later. She said she wanted to do it again because she was safe. I'm like, okay, we do it again.
All right,
round 2. There we go.
There we are.
He was safe.
Yeah.
Me on the other hand. Yeah. So I got invited to South Korea after I had a viral video and I was supposed to meet like these K-pop groups and everything, and I had to start off because I had to set the field for this. So I get to South Korea. I have no luggage because I decided to be a dumbass and fly standby internationally.
Oh.
So my luggage is stuck in Detroit. And that's highly important because I had no clothes that could fit me. In South Korea, there was no deodorant in any of the stores nearby too. So I had to have a friend who
South Koreans don't perspire. That's really important.
Yeah,
they don't perspire as much.
So it's very hard to find deodorant, right? And I had one of my friends, like they literally went through hell and high water to find me deodorant. And this is important because I finally get to my hotel, which I learned was a love motel. And then the receptionist, who is the star of the story, I to this day I didn't realize she knew me from my YouTube video. So it makes sense now, like when considering everything that happened back then. So I'm in the hotel and everything is cool and whatnot. And we're gonna fast forward like 3 days. So my luggage finally arrives from Detroit, and I was gonna go and pick it up, but she decides to go and pick up and bring my luggage to the hotel. Best service ever, right? And then I was like, all right, cool. I got my luggage. Now I could go out with one of my friends, and ex-friend, because mind you, I've never been in South Korea, and so I go out with this ex-friend of mine's, and we have a Long Island iced tea with soju. Worst idea ever. Right, I love both, but never put them together.
No, put them together. Right? Yeah.
And so all I know, or should I say, from what I remember, is I took the drink, and then I wake up the next day. Right, so this is like 1 a.m. in the morning. Wake up the next day, like 8 a.m., and I'm vlogging like I usually do. What's good, YouTube? Yo, I don't know what the fuck happened to me last night, and oh shit, what the fuck? Well, out comes from my bathroom my receptionist butt naked. Yes.
And,
wow.
It's a true story because
impressive.
I saw the footage and she was impressive.
Right?
Well, what are we ranking out of 10?
She was easy 9, like minimum easy 9. Yeah, that body was insane. That body was insane.
So, mind you, so because I vlog every day when I wake up, and so now I'm like, oh my god. Did I sleep with my receptionist? Like, I don't know what is going on. So mind you, love motel, I'm putting the pieces together.
Yeah.
And she's in the bed. I mean, we're talking, literally, we're translating because we like English.
Yeah.
So the translator app.
A truly Cinderella story right here.
Right? And we were messaging each other back. And then she's like, okay, I gotta go to work. I was like, okay, cool. And so then I called my friend Jessica, who I traveled to Korea with. Mind you, she was flight attendant, and so they gave her the best hotel possible, which is literally across the street while I'm in some dingy. So I call her, I said, Jessica, I think I slept with my receptionist. And she goes, what the fuck you mean you think you slept with your receptionist? And I said, well, when I got to the hotel, those condoms that I showed you and did a YouTube video on? Yeah, those are gone, along with all the in my room.
Yes.
So there's about 6 hours to this day that was still uncounted for.
Oh my God.
But every time, so then Jessica comes over and then she looks at the receptionist and she's like smiling and everything. Jessica was like, "Oh yeah, now you definitely fucked your receptionist." And I was just like, "Oh my God." And then it makes it worse because I tell the person, so
it just sucks she can't remember it, right?
Say again?
It just sucks she can't remember it.
Yeah, because it gets crazier. Like, so I tell the person, I'm supposed to meet the K-pop group, right? And I tell the manager who was linking me, right? And I said, "Yo, bro, not only did I book a love motel, I think I slept with the receptionist." He was like, "Oh, that's crazy." And what does he do? So he tells the K-pop group, "Hey, yo, you know, this man here, he just slept with his receptionist and he's in a love motel." And I'm like, my man's.
Bro.
Like, when you tell, like, I'd be like, this is supposed to be one of the greatest moments of my life, and you just blowing my shit up. So I was teased nonstop, and they're like, "Oh, what's the girl or whatnot?" Like, I talk about this now. Back then, I couldn't.
Obviously, yeah. You don't want to, yeah.
Bro, there was articles about me even going to this, and this would have been so much like ridiculous stuff happening. But
yeah.
It got worse because after I leave Korea, I learned she left her job. Right, she put in her 2 weeks and dipped. And so I'm trying to get contact with her, and I couldn't get in contact with her because I'm still trying to figure out what was going on. So for 6 months, like I couldn't get, like I was like, "Yo, I gotta go back to Korea for my birthday." So I go back with a different group of friends, and lo and behold, I try to go back to that same hotel. That's when I learned that she quit after 2 weeks, and I'm just sitting here like, bro. And then our friends are like, "Yo, man, maybe you got a little popo rolling around. I mean, I don't know. Like, this could be happening." I was like, "Bro, this is not cool." And literally on my second to last day that I'm supposed to leave Korea, I get a call on Kakao Talk, right? And I'm like, "Whose number is this?" It was the receptionist number. And I was like, "Oh shit." And I mean, her English was got better, but no baby. You know, that was
because she had to teach your son.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. My God, you guys, your lives should be like movies or like, you know, I don't know, television shows or something. There's some stuff there.
No, I mean, the thing is, when you get us all together, like really, it's something that I don't know if you guys have watched like Seinfeld, but it's practically an episode of Seinfeld where things that shouldn't be happening are happening. Things that you would tell people like they wouldn't believe you, and they just saying like, "Yeah, right," and then everybody else is behind you like, "No, this actually kind of really happened," you know. And that's just. I mean, if we do meet up with you in LA for Anime Expo, you're gonna see it firsthand for yourself. It's kind of just like one of those things where it's just predetermined and it's predestined to happen. When just we all get together. Good luck, Tekken. Don't worry, we're planning on jumping Jorshay soon, so we'll be out on your land real soon too. So you ain't safe.
I don't live in Europe, mate. Brexit means Brexit.
I mean, yes, I understand what Brexit means, but we'll still be around the area, so we might, you know, drop by and want to have some, you know, some croquet.
If you're in Belgium, I think it's like 20 quid for me to get there on a flight.
So there you go. I mean,
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Money.
Jorshay definitely needs to see the error of his ways, and we will make him see that physically.
All right.
We need to finish our One Piece fight that we had on YouTube years ago. So.
Well, before that, King was supposed to have a boxing match with Jorshay many years ago.
Okay, so now he's got a few beefs, then, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Anytime, anywhere.
I mean, Jorshay looking like before I would have had my money on Jorshay. Now I don't think
now
I could.
You lost your money.
Well, yeah, but now I've had a change of heart because I just think
Jorshay is about to get smoked. You know what the fuck?
I mean, you working out now. I saw that. You know, your last reaction. You were just working out at that time. You know, it's just
we all working out, yo. Every day we're working out. Shit, trying to lose these pounds.
You working out again?
Again.
He's got a towel around his neck. Obviously, he's working out.
He's been having that towel around his neck for years, mate.
I'm doing.
Yeah, he's been working out for years.
To be fair, I have like a stack of towels, bro. And these towels have lasted me since like what 2016. Like they're fucking solid. They're solid. But I'm actually doing a lot of these really early morning runs. Like I'm trying to do like
Good.
5, 6 a.m. Like, well, okay, when I say runs, I mean like actually like walks per se. But I'm
Hey, whatever.
It's still exercise. It's still cardio.
I go walking a lot, but not that early.
And then also what I'm trying to do too is that I'm trying to because we know like when I'm not busy, like even right now I'm trying to like work on a video I guys are doing through the stream, so I apologize in advance. But it's like I'm trying to cut back on the carbs. So these fucking carbs, because they're easy as fuck. But the carbs I'm trying to cut back on. I'm trying to do a lot more.
They're everywhere too.
They're everywhere. Yeah, they're fucking shit.
Everything that's good is carbs too. Like everything actually tastes good.
Sugar and carbs. So I'm trying to cut down the fruit. I'm trying to cut down the sugar.
Well, here's the thing with sugar. Well, if it's natural sugar, that's not bad. So if you have like fruits and stuff, that's fine.
Yeah. So here's the thing: you guys have been to Korea, right? So you understand the difference in the food quality from America and Asia. When I went to America, fam, it was just carb, fats.
Yep.
Bro. Like,
welcome to Carb Town.
I was like, yo, fam, what is with all this food? Chill.
America, man.
French fry.
What we got?
Ours, man.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Because you know,
like, your smalls are my larges, fam. It's like,
because
what's going on?
With America, the mindset for health is being physical, not necessarily what you eat, and that's a mindset that needs to change in America. Because in America, it's more so Americans have this belief, which is like, well, now it's even worse because now it's just like you can be 300 pounds overweight and you're still healthy, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah,
we got to that point now, but before that,
it's not because you're not healthy.
Exactly. But before that became socially acceptable, where you could be massively obese and be healthy for some odd reason.
It was also considered wealth as well.
Yeah, but
yeah, like opulence. Yeah,
exactly. But in terms of like currently what we're talking about, it was more so like you can be physical, and as long as you're physical, you could just throw anything you want into your body. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Like, just because you hit the gym every day, or just because you're an athlete, doesn't mean you can have 3,000 calories of McDonald's every other day. That's not how it works. But that was like the belief was. Not in a majority sense, but that's what a lot of people believe. As long as I'm physically active, I can eat whatever I want, whenever
that means
I want.
I'm healthy.
It's also stress too, because like the stress.
Oh God,
like stress is a big one. So you can do all these things right, but if you're hella stressed out, then you're gonna want to keep that way.
You're stressed out, and there's a McDonald's on every single corner. So where are you gonna go? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like it actually reminded me going back to Bleach somehow. It actually reminded me of
Bleach.
Like of Kubo. Like I remember seeing Kubo. Like after Bleach ended, I'm like, who the fuck is this man? Like this man
skinny as fuck.
Was just skinny. He looked like almost like a mummy. Like far from like arms folded, fucking sun.
Really cool.
I remember the video you talking about. It was a TBS interview where we first saw him, and you were like, "What the fuck is that Kubo?"
Dude, I just couldn't believe it.
I like that at least a little bit. Shonen Jump is getting better with the way they're treating manga, because like they're making Oda take a break pretty much every month. Now in a lot of other ones they're not so much, because it's like they're working them to death half the time.
What I think should change.
More competition now, right? Because I don't like these guys that do like other entertainment things. Like even I'd argue like the webtoon scene has been getting bigger and bigger. I've noticed that. So I feel like there's probably more competition. So they feel like they have to kind of like push out more series and work these guys harder. But it's like people need breaks.
If they break either physically or mentally, you're not going to have the series at all.
Here's what I believe that. This is what I genuinely think should be done to change the industry in terms of, well, even for animators too, but more so in particular right now what we're talking about from mangaka, is that a mangaka does a one shot, right? They could take however long they want for the one shot because they got to submit it anyway, right? And they got to give notification that they're submitting it, whatever the case may be. And if that one shot does well, then Shonen Jump should allow that mangaka to at least write up to 8 to 10 chapters before the series actually releases, so that they can take like a week break, a month here or a month there, whenever they feel it's necessary, to kind of just recuperate and relax and get back to the health that they need to get back to, because they're already 2-3 months ahead of the schedule, since they have all these chapters already pre-written out. And it also is easier for the editors as well, because the editors don't have this pressure of going, oh my God, we got to change this right now. They have time to look at these chapters, really dissect the chapters and really dissect the content, and really think about how they want to go about editing the series.
Yeah, way. Yeah, because like I remember they did it for I used to read it. I actually need to catch up to it. Gosu used to, like, the editor had like had like cancer or something. He took like I think like a year or 2 year like long break, and then he came back afterwards. He like after he recovered. But then it's like when you look at like some of these, and this is my fear too, because we appreciate anime like hella hard, no doubt about that. But when you hear things like even like the map editors are like doing like trailers shit like that, and they're paying like dog shit money.
Yeah,
I don't want like a Bleach scandal, like oh fuck, like Bleach episode is delayed because of staff, X, Y, and Z health conditions. Like guys are going to the hospitals. Like, what the fuck? You just
like why do we even get to this point?
Yeah, like how did we get here, yo? Like let people fucking like work at their own pace. Like let them breathe, dude. Like you don't have to work with the desk.
It gets done when it gets done.
Yeah, it's so strange. I don't get it.
I'm in a controversial two minds about it because you do hear a lot about these animators saying they work for literally nothing and it's a sweatshop essentially. Yeah. But they signed the contract. Why did you agree to do it in the first place? Like you can say no. No. I mean, it's a controversial take, but you wouldn't work at McDonald's for $1.
I don't think it's a controversial take. I think it's just one of those takes that a lot of people tend to think of it as emotionally, where when you look at it logically, if you already know what the work culture is, why would you sign that contract to begin with?
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I think that a lot of times they do it because of their passion.
Absolutely, absolutely. But
it's easily taken advantage.
I've known a few animators, and that's the story every time. Like I love to animate. I'm a passionate animator, and then it becomes like I'm overworked. I can't deal with it anymore.
These are the things where like the biggest studios will reap the benefits. So Toei, for example, they do a program where they bring in new animators in every like 2 months or whatever. They train them up for 2 months, and then they bring in the next batch. If you are an animator that's passionate and want to get into that field, then you go through one of those programs, and if they keep you on call, if they don't, then it is what it is, right? You can go to Period because they also do something similar. Mappa are just bringing them in because they believe that the more shows that they can bang out, at least one of them is going to subsidize the rest of the
projects.
The projects, but whether they win or lose, in terms of profit. So it's like you as an animator, pick your poison, and I do have sympathy, but at the end of the day, you signed that contract. You said
here's
you
the thing
would do
too, right? This was this conversation in terms of the contract signing or no signing. The stance would be like this is the only way they could get their work out there, but that's the argument that could really only be done maybe like 10-15 years ago, because now with how we have social platforming and YouTube, you can literally do your own work, and then you can put it out there, and you can. It's it's not something that's going to be easy, but if you stick with it, it is definitely very possible for you to get your name out there.
You want to know how animators were contacted for Black Clover? Is that if you had animator in Japanese text in your Twitter bio, you were contacted by Hero.
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
it was literally that simple.
Didn't they also contract a lot of web animators too? Just like random web animators? Yeah.
Absolutely,
so there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of makes like other series can actually afford to do that, where like if like they're longer running and that kind of stuff, like they need more outsourced material. But also, what's interesting is that I've seen some news about Japanese animators actually moving to China because they're getting paid more money in China for that work.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's like whatever's going on in Japan when it comes to the animation studio, even the people that work there, even because they're starting to realize, okay, maybe not just starting to, but it's now people understand, okay, we can do all this work, but if we're not paid for, even for series that blow up and get like a lot of money, ideally, if we're not paid, let's say what we think is suitable, like, and we're working like ourselves like the bone to like the death, like even like minor series that have like what's it called, Sakuga animation, was like very high
Sakuga.
Like there was a show I used to watch that came out. It was actually called Wonder Egg. It was actually like a really well animated show.
Mostly done by Twitter animators,
The Wonder Egg Priority.
Yeah, exactly. And then that show had a delay between that and like episode 13.
It's
episode
like
13
86.
came out. Yeah, like 86, but in this case actually failed. 86 like succeeded, you could argue, because it was very good ending. But Wonder Egg failed because the animator was working so hard that this man had to go to the hospital like 3 times in like the manner, had to go during the middle of production. Like, okay, like I get you signed a contract, but at the same time, there are levels to what should be, at least I would assume so, to like work quality.
Yeah,
3
absolutely.
times go to the hospital because you're being overworked. Like you're literally killing people to make anime. No, like this is ridiculous, man. Like, bring it back. Like, I would rather we focus on because like every season.
Was that a Japanese person or was that a Twitter person?
I mean, well, he was Japanese. I mean,
he was a Japanese person. Okay,
Twitter too. Yeah, won the bet.
Yeah.
But
okay,
I mean, yeah. But it's like when you look through like the actual season anime and you just see how many anime there are per season, it's like there's so many fucking shows, and a lot of these shows are just fucking trash. Just get X like 10 shows a season. Have better quality shows. Give people more time to work on the quality of the show. And then like with 86, for example, if you've seen 86, the end of 86 was really good. Because they had like what, like 3-4 months for that shit. I'm like, yo, yeah. I'm like, this is what I wanted to see. Like, it was amazing. It was great shit. But I think we kind of overproduced. It sounds so crazy, but maybe we overproduced anime too. Or at least
it is absolutely.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
And you can blame Kadokawa for that. They're just. They want everything.
Kadokawa does have practically everything. Yeah, no, Kadokawa has a lot of shit, dude.
They're the problem.
Bro. Oh my god.
They gotta chill.
I'm not too educated to really say that they're the problem, so I'm gonna step away from that. But they do have a lot of fucking series.
They're just investing in too many projects, and they can actually produce.
Yeah.
They have so many light novels are getting anime like out the wazoo.
Practically, this is how funny it is with Kadokawa. If it's an isekai, 99.9% chance it's Kadokawa. So,
yeah.
So that's just how it is.
Hey, Jotun, thanks for having me on. I think I'm gonna be dipping out pretty soon.
No problem, brother. It was
wow, it's okay. You're dogging the boys.
I know, right? You guys do. Here's the thing. You guys do long streams. I do like an hour and a half, and I'm done. This is like,
yeah. Well, to be fair, I do plan on going for like maybe another
morning,
hour.
Tekken. I need sleep.
Well, then go to bed.
I'm already up now.
Yeah,
that's pretty hard to refute right there.
I don't know what the saying is.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not too because I do want some food. So.
All right, so hold on. So before we it looks like since everybody's gonna be going, before we get going, there was a question that was asked that was actually pretty good. So let's just answer that real quick. And that question was, do you guys believe that a collaboration like what's happening right now, what happens just in general, like with the Reverie streams and stuff like that, would have been something that would have been capable during, our run with the reviews back in the day?
Oh, that's
I would say yes, because we had the fucking goddamn Cloud Village. Like people gathered in.
No. But you're forgetting about your own specific Civil Wars you had with like
the conflicts we would always have.
But so what I'm saying is like if we could actually gather people in that situation, then I think we could do it in like a much more wholesome, more like we're doing now. Is that back then we gathered because of the cancer. We don't have to do that this time.
Assembled because of the cancer.
I mean, we still had like
fucking battle, bitch.
There were Google Hangouts all the time back then with like 15 people in there. I think we could have done something like
I know
back then. Yeah.
Well, are you talking about upcoming, like when the Bleach anime is back, right?
Wait, what?
Jason, you're talking about when the anime comes back. And doing that
you're talking about when it like back in the day when it used to.
No, back in the day. Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Okay.
It would have been maybe a different climate.
No, we are not gonna had it down, pack, bro. We are not gonna had it down. I only gas it up because I edited every single episode, so I was built different. So
Crazy days, man.
A lot of effort went out the fucking window, but yeah.
Damn.
That must have been rough.
It was.
No, but the thing is, like back in those, because we were talking, it's funny because we were talking about that right before the stream had went live, like how the climate of the community has changed so much. Because back then,
I wanted it so much. I generally wanted it so much, but it just couldn't happen.
It's funny because I'll never forget this. There was literally, I forgot what J Room was, but it was a J Room where Finero just randomly joins in the chat, and I think it was because of you, James, because it was either because of you or Panda. It was one of you two where
Panda, yeah.
One of you guys were in the chat, and then you told Finero how I was talking about the initial reasoning as to why the J Room even came about was to have everybody, even the people who are on the quote unquote different sides, come together.
So you can back me up that I even tried. I generally tried to squash all that beef with everyone, and it failed.
Exactly.
Well, it's all in the past now. Don't worry about it.
It is, but it is, but it's interesting to look back,
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's just like a long career that we've all had on YouTube and stuff, and it's just
we're just fucking old.
We're old, man. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Jotun, it was like a pleasure just to be in here tonight and just reminisce about a lot of this stuff with you guys.
Well,
it's just thank you for welcoming me.
100%, dude. I do plan on doing a One Piece version relatively soon.
That'll be fun. I'll be into that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna contact you for that.
Fun?
Cole,
Really? You don't know this man. You have no idea. You have no idea. Okay. I'll tell you what happened. Here comes the cancer, yo. Here
Oh
comes
no, that's what's fun. We're gonna let this shit rock.
Oh man.
So yeah, I'll be contacting you for that.
Yeah, just let me know and we'll work it out with the schedule and all that.
Before Tekken even goes, Tekken goes, I do want to say to be even a part of like even in 2014 to be a part of a J room with Tekken, Elite Ace, KOL, Zora Fanboy, everyone that I used to watch is a real surreal experience. So just like
we're
Tekken,
all
I
still here. Yeah.
I
appreciate being invited.
Honestly, dude, that comment means a lot because I honestly didn't know how the J room was viewed until maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I always just viewed the J room. No, I'm not talking about like in terms of the toxicity. I'm talking about like how people view it, like how important it was to them in particular. Because I just viewed it as something normal. You know, I used to do it every week with friends, and then that's it. But then when a lot of people started contacting me about bringing it back, and they would explain like the stories that they had of like them, you know, having a hard time through school or work and being depressed, and they look forward to the J room. Or they had like there was one dude who like had rituals of literally ordering food every single week for the J room specifically. That's like that was like his cheat day, like stuff like that.
That's, you know, it's stories like that I love because it's like it makes me feel old simultaneously, but it's like Tekking, I watched you back in 2013, and I'm just like, oh well, fuck. That was 9 years ago already. Holy shit.
Fuck, yeah.
So those comments do mean a lot.
I'm gonna lie too. Like, I'm gonna lie. Like, you know, like Popo's brother watches us, and I'm like.
Yeah,
it's weird, but at the same time, I appreciate it. Like, I was like, fuck, like people, like there are people that are like war vets that are like, yo, like I watch your videos when I was like in tour. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
You know, that's true.
Yeah, like your videos help me out.
You get these, man.
When I was in the combat, so I'm like, holy shit! It's like, I mean, like for me, because I remember having a conversation. I think it was like the Reverie. I remember like the first One Piece Reverie or second one when Soy was there, right?
Oh, that was one of the recent ones. That was like 2 ago or something.
No, I mean, I think it was like.
Oh, the first one, I think he was there too. Yeah.
And then he was talking about the idea of having like YouTube. I think we talked about like for a bit about how like YouTube being a job or not, and he didn't want that to be like a job per se. That's why he kind of like does his thing. That's it. Like one. Like,
and I kind of respect him a lot for that. Just he could just do one video a week and just peace out, and then that's just his life. Yeah.
But then when you do things or like do some research and you find out like people that are like getting like even like older people, but like younger kids when they want to grow up, they want to be like. Fucking us. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is so weird. That is so strange.
Like, what the fuck? Like, so
that's the number one job people want.
It's amazing how like time changes, how people view like what is and what is not pop and what is not a good job. Like I guess nowadays, like I'm not saying like we're on like that level, us per se, but like I'm pretty sure younger kids recognize, let's say PewDiePie more.
PewDiePie, Markiplier,
those guys rather than let's say Leo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt or cats like that. It's crazy like the world's been changing to a more like that kind of like
when
I still think we also seem more relatable still as well.
Yeah, we're super relatable.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Dude. I mean,
I wear a striped sweater.
I got the mantis to prove it, yo. Fuck, man. Damn. I get it.
Dude, there was when I worked
but here's more perky.
Oh man.
When I was working at Dollar Tree, there were these 2 kids that would always come in to shop with their grandmother or whatever. And these 2 kids would always, they knew I did YouTube and they were like, we want to do YouTube too. We're going to make, it was so sweet because they were like, we want to have 50 million subscribers to, buy my grandma a new house. And I'm like, aw. But at the same time, you're like 50 million. That's kind of like, you should take it. I always told them one step at a time here.
Yeah. Like
Mr. Beast even. That's like,
because in the back of your mind, since you do it, that's a far stretch. But
that's like, I told them always the piece of advice I would give them, like, hey, try to get 100 subscribes and then get 1,000,
you work from
10,000, and slowly works way up. If you start off like trying to be like PewDiePie, that might never even happen again to an individual channel. That is ridiculous what happened to him. But anyway, I'm gonna get going. So thanks again for inviting me. Let me know about One Piece whenever, and we'll work it out.
Will do, absolutely.
You guys have a good night.
No doubt, man.
You too.
See you, man.
No doubt.
Hey, Ace. Nice to talk to all you.
No doubt. But yeah, going back to that question too, real quick. It's just.
Wait. I need to head out too for like. I may come back if
no, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over soon.
Okay, come on. If you're by 12, I'll pop it again. But I just want to say, no doubt. I mean, Zora's a bomb, obviously, and
yeah, for sure.
Thursday Kubo. Good meeting you, son. But James,
no, you know Dave.
Man,
that's Dave.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a minute since I've seen Dave. Yeah, it's been a minute. I mean, it's been a minute. But I don't know when I'm gonna see Ace again. So I just need to give Ace my fucking love here because it's been a minute. Obviously, a bunch of man's been for God knows how long. Even seeing some of the games that you do too on occasion, like when you actually do the games on occasion, I peep into see what's what. And of course, James. No doubt about that. We back in business, boys. Like fucking, it's gonna be a good fall. It's gonna be a really good fucking fall. Yeah. All right, no doubt about that. All right. So, boys, we'll see y'all later. Joe Differential streaming come 12, then I'll pop back in. Okay.
Also, for your stream next week, I might actually be a part of that. The waifu list you doing? I might be a part of that. Yeah.
All right, no doubt. All right, boys. Take
care.
All right, peace out. Have fun with your new PC. Don't break it.
Yeah, yo, it's a beat.
Got you on the Wagyu soon.
Please.
Got you on the Wagyu soon, bro.
That's right. Got me Wagyu, an entire steak.
Yes, sir. You owe me a sponsorship.
Steak? What? An entire steak?
And you owe me a gaming cafe, so it's all good.
That is true. You owe us a gaming cafe and a streaming platform. Yes, that is true.
Hi, boys.
You get back quick, right?
And you know what's crazy? He still owes me 10% for putting him on Twitch.
So. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I'm never gonna forget that gaming cafe could have been there. You know.
You know what's crazy? He ruined our business opportunity, and I gave him a new one, literally the same exact time, because he ruined our gaming cafe in 2016. I told him about Twitch in 2016. Now look at the trajectory.
I told him about webtoon, bro. Like, yo, what we doing, bro? Like, we gave him all the keys.
we gave him all the keys. We're stuck in the fucking mud.
Yo, we trying to get out the HUD. Someone asked a question earlier. Where do you live? In the fucking HUD. We trying to get out.
Oh yeah, because you were showing off all the cars and stuff. Yeah, somebody was like, "Yo, where the fuck do you live?" Hey, he lives right in the fucking hood.
Trying to get out of this place, man.
Yeah, Operation Golf, boys. Listen, we're gonna be wrapping up this very soon. Yo, James, man, thank you so much for coming out. Same thing to Elite Ace.
It's been a 10-year dream of mine.
A 10-year culmination finally coming together.
It's not even like a meme. Like, I generally always wanted to be on a Joe Room. So,
well, here's the thing though. Like, I'll bring you on again for sure. But this one was more like focus on one specific topic.
Yeah,
a real J Room is when we're just letting everything fly out the fucking wall. Yeah, so we gotta have you. We gotta have you for that. But yo, Ace, man, bro, son, it was, dude. Every time I see this man, I feel a little joy in my heart, bro. It's just, dude, because Elite Ace is there, bro. Like everybody in this call, he was just there with us, you know.
The thing is, what I hated about Elite Ace is that my man dipped before I even got a chance to like get to know him like that. Like the moment I started making a presence on YouTube, my man left. I was like, cool. One of the guys that I watched for Bleach content just up and left, like sick, right? Now I got Tekken. Oh, he's fucked off to One Piece. Right, cool. I'm on my own. Cool.
What I hated.
Going on. Fuck you, Ace.
This is my first J Room, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I've been trying to get this man on for years. He could tell you, dude. Literally for 10, like about the whole decade, I've been trying to get this guy on for an episode, dude.
I feel because I hope I'm not breaking up again. But
are you good so far?
Thinking like, damn, I hope jokes and don't think that I'm trying to blow him off or make excuses. Bullshit. I'm like, damn, but you know, I'm a regular guy. I'm not living off of YouTube, obviously. Yeah. Hell, I gotta go tomorrow, you know. So it's like my schedule is perfect. The Sundays are perfect because Sundays we close early at my job. So this is perfect, you know. So I say I'm definitely coming to the J Rooms. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll definitely once again I'll have you in, you know, more often. Because the J Room's gonna be on Sundays now. Because before they used to be on Saturdays. Now they just be on Sundays. And Sundays is the easier day for everybody. You know, it's the day of the Lord and the grace. So you know, everybody's on their best behavior on Sunday. They're back home, you know. So that's that'll be the plan from now on. But yeah, it's we're still, the mission is not complete yet. There's still a couple of guys we have to bring on, and I could say, all right, mission completed. Which is funny because I used to have Fenoro's contact, like his number and stuff like that, and then I'm just like, I'm just gonna delete it because this guy just never shows up. So I just wound up deleting his number because like, what's the point of having it? He just never shows up, right? So it's just like, fuck it. So you know, but there are a couple guys I want to bring on. I'm not gonna say any names because I do want to surprise people who view this and stuff like that. Like when I made the announcement that both Elite, well, first of all, everybody was going crazy when I said Tekken was getting on, because everybody remembers the interaction with Tekken and me being, so you stand up for Jim even though you're stealing art. So that was like everybody's like perception of of me and Tekking, like, you know. But when, you know, so when Tekking was announced, everybody was excited. Then it's like James, everybody's like, oh shit. And then Elite Ace, everybody's like, oh no way, there's no way this is happening, right?
I mean,
So
that's the perfect way
cool.
to do it. Get Tekking, get people hyped, get the controversial, like, you know, and then Ace is like, hey, the cherry on top, it's all golden, yeah.
Hey, listen, man, you got to understand how to make magic.
Of course,
that's just the way it is. No, but the thing is, like, I wanted to bring on Elite Ace as soon as first of all, I wanted to get Tekking. That was the first person, because originally it was just gonna be like Tekking here and that's it. I was like, I can make this even better. So then that's why I was like, let me get James, and I contacted you, and then I was like, for Elite Ace, I'm like, Elite Ace is always busy. Can he even make this? It doesn't hurt to try. Then I tried, and he said, yo, I can actually make this. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
This is gonna be this is gonna be great.
That's not it. That's not it. And I hope to see you more when Bleach comes back, bro. For real.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be watching a lot of people's content again for Bleach. Like the guys I used to watch back in the day.
Because I want to start doing live streams like with all the Bleach YouTubers and a bunch of old creators. So like that'd be so sick, bro.
Yeah, that's
like,
gonna,
real.
yo, especially, you know what'd be cool? You know what you could do? You could probably do like a watch party with all the big YouTubers for when episode 1 drops. So we all watch it together.
Party.
Hey,
Shit.
10%. Give it to me. 10%.
How about I just give you the flat rate now and I'll just take the profit?
We can work with that. And I also see Ace's jacket in the back too. I can't wait for that to be donned again. Yeah, that's again. Yeah, a couple months it's gonna be donned again.
Yes, sir. Look at
yeah. It's gonna be
famous sword. You love to see it.
It's gonna be great. But yeah,
you know what it is? It's live action. Yeah.
Yeah, it's live action.
Yeah. Hey, that's a new one.
Live action.
Yo, damn. I have no action
and hitting the barbell in the background there.
Yeah, you right. Yeah. No, I actually was peeping that the whole time, that way in the background, dude. I was like, yeah, I'm fat as fuck now. I need to get back into shape.
I gotta hit the gym,
like me, bro.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing though, like I don't like gyms. I like doing stuff just at home. Yeah. I never have a gym at home. Well, I mean, it must be nice to live in the biggest state, you know. So you kind of have like the room to do that. As a New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? I have to literally like. There is no gym in the house in New York. Let's just put it like that. In New York City, at least. New York State is different, but New York City, there's no way, dude.
Yeah.
I have to work out on the street with the rats for that to happen.
It'd be like that sometimes, unfortunately.
Jeez, man.
But yeah, for everybody in chat, like yo, Uber Akari is here's the thing. I don't want to say he's a done deal, but just for everybody to understand, Uber Akari cut off contact with us. So getting back into contact with him would be extremely difficult. And I think he's just kind of done with anime. I don't know, but just so you guys can understand, like getting Uber Akari is not going to be easy. It'll probably be a lot easier to get. I would even, I'm not even lying here. It'd probably be easier to get Gigok on a stream before Uber Akari at this point. Uber Akari is just gone. He's gone with the win. So, hopefully we can get into contact with him again. That'd be cool. But, that's just one of those things. But anyway, boys, everybody for watching, everybody for following, thank you so much. Everybody who dropped cheers. I know there was one guy who dropped 500 bits. I think it was. There was somebody who gifted 10 subs. I don't really want to ruin the flow of the stream and say thank you for all that stuff, but
we saw.
But I'm gonna hit you guys up at the very end of the stream. Thank you guys so much, especially now because your boy is broke, nigga, I'm broke. So that definitely goes a long way. Thank you so much. And we're done here. Yo, Popo, I'm gonna have to have that conversation with you when it's done about the main channel.
Let's talk about it.
It's been a long time, but I think I finally have a schematic on how I want my main channel to be. So
the comeback. So, yo, this is
I'm not even gonna say the comeback. I'm just gonna fucking just do it. Cause like the last 2 times I said, yo, comeback. PC broke.
It's so louder than words, bro.
PC broke. Then the PC that broke got robbed, and then I was out for 2 years. Okay, that didn't work out. Then the other time I said, yo, come back. I went through depression and
that would be a bitch.
Yeah, depression
just do it.
Yeah, depression and just a hard work life at that point. So it's just like I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna fucking do it. And then when it gets to that point, I can finally bully Cole to give me my 10% out of all the revenue he made on Twitch, and I'll be a rich fucking man. Anyway, yo, chat, thank you guys so much. We're out here. We'll be catching you guys in 2 more weeks. Every 2 weeks will be a J Room. This channel, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Will that be the One Piece episode? I don't know. You got to find out. Peace out, everybody.